Religion don't matter. This a maniac is gonna step on whomever.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New Year's Eve Day edition here on the Place to Be Reviews. I'm E. Tepecuian, right here with all of yous. Happy New Year in advance to everybody. I'd like to say thank you, first of all, to all of our wonderful, wonderful subscribers. You folks are the ones that make this possible, because without you, I'm just an idiot yelling into a webcam, and I have enough problems with that as it is. So before we get too far into it, let me acknowledge the chat. Keely Chow, the Fandom Menace Ultron, there are no strings on me. And Red Gaze, my brother, the assistant regional manager here at the channel, fellow rogue. What is going on? Tina Bojan is in the house. Keely Chow. No pegging, Keely Chow. Damn it. Not during the days. We gotta save that for Patreon. That's like members only content. Anyway, let me acknowledge let me say hello to the rest of my panel. First of all, my brother from another mother, my co-host with the most, ladies and gentlemen, ToneDef.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. It's good to see everyone out there in the chat, everyone on the panel. And yeah, gearing up for tonight. What's up, Ice Hawk?
Say hi.
Hi. Wait, I need an earbud.
Hang on, I'll give you the earbud. Tony said hi.
Hi, Tony.
Say hi to
What's up, Trey?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
And that voice you hear, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Tony, as always, brother. Appreciate the hell out of you, man. Happy New Year. And Mr. Super Oz in the house with us this afternoon. What's up, bro? Welcome.
Oh, I'm chilling. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Hi, Red Gaze.
We're excellent, man. We're excellent.
Hi.
I know. You're looking at the chat and you can read names, which I'm.
Hi, Tap.
That's me. But yeah, welcome.
I just got out of the shower.
All right, that's why we started a little bit late, because I had to hose him off. Remember the start of this year when you never came on the streams? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Wait, let's see. Phoenix Animation said, hey, I'll say hey to Phoenix.
Hi, Phoenix.
Say hi to Keely Chow. Red Gaze said hi, Trey.
Hi, Red Gaze. I know you're the best one, but Tony, you're more best.
Wait, Hunter Iggy says Tony Storm walking out of WWE. I saw they released her.
Hi.
I don't watch the product.
Yeah, I don't even know who Tony Storm is.
She's a hot blonde. That's basically all I know about her. Yeah, she's hot.
She's Australian.
Look what my dad bring out.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Batwoman.
Not you. I was talking to Trey.
Down some of her stats. She's Australian. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good, brother. Go ahead. I was telling Trey to be quiet.
Oh, okay. I was just saying. She's from Australia. She's a great talent. She won the Mae Young Classic too, which is funny because now neither one who won the Mae Young Classic works for the company. So what was the point of that tournament? Although the game Triple H does is being erased from the developmental system. NXT isn't real. The Mae Young Classic never existed. Cruiserweights don't matter. Anthony, we love you. Oh wait, no, you hate us, so never mind.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, they have a knack. Whoop, eyes dropped out. He'll be back. They have a knack for wasting talent, and I did watch like one of her matches on YouTube, and I'm like, she can work, you know. Yep, he's back. She seemed like a competent worker. I don't know, like the Mae Young Classic, the Cruiserweight decision. Hang on, buddy. They waste talent so much. Say hi to Nerium.
Hi, Nerium.
She says Trey knows what he's talking about. Hey guys, sup Trey, you the boss. Yeah, see, look, she drew that picture of us right there. She drew that.
Wait, can I tell her something?
Go ahead.
You did a good job making our poster. And look at.
Oh yeah, Trey wants to.
Batwoman! And who's this?
That's Wheezy Jefferson.
Hi, Weezy Jefferson.
So
Go ahead.
I have a question for Trey.
Tony's got a question for you.
Okay.
If I mail you $100 a month, will you teach me how to be an alpha male?
Yes. Wait, are you actually going to do that?
No, but I think we found our niche, Trey. Trey's alpha male training program.
Then look who's looking at you. Oh, Batwoman!
That doesn't even look like Batwoman. All right, buddy, say goodbye.
I need to say hi to more people.
You said hi to everybody so far. All right, buddy, say goodbye.
Okay, look at more people.
Say goodbye. Keely will teach you.
What are you going to teach me about, Keely?
All right, buddy, say goodbye.
Hang on, Daddy.
No, your earbud's about to fall out, so
Do I need to tell
stop.
you? I need to tell the crowd something.
Okay, go ahead. You have one more thing to say, and then you're gone. That's
Well spoken.
all right. Say goodbye.
Brian,
Say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What's up, Chris Underwood? It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see Keely, too. Yes.
Hi.
Like Gaze mentioned, Keely, I need you to DM me so we can sit down and I can work out my my personality. So I appreciate that, brother. Teach me how to be everywhere at once. See you later, Trey.
See you
Happy
later.
New Year's.
Say bye to Oz.
Bye, Oz, and you're the best, Tony.
Oh, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. The door's open. Don't let it hit you. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. Come on. He's sitting there like shaking his behind at me when he walks out the door. Oh Jesus! Hey, he is. He's like, do. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh hell, what's up, Dabian Donaldson? Says Happy New Year, everybody, including Pete and your son. Well, Happy New Year to you too. Thank you for joining us, Chris Underwood, my brother, man. Too sweet. Yeah,
I forgot to show him something.
you're out.
And
No, you're out.
can you show him tails?
Oh, he wanted me to show this. He got tails for
Christmas.
Christmas from Santa Claus. He's to go with his Sonic. So, yeah, he got that.
Oh,
All right.
Dad, what Keely say?
He didn't say anything yet except something I can't repeat. Go.
Something I
The
can't
people's knows. You know it. I don't know. I just need to give him an excuse to get him out of here. He'd stay in here the whole time. He's got to wait until we move and get into the new studio, and then he can have his shine. You know, he gets his own channel, so we're gonna do that's coming up in the new year. But what did premiere today was Cobra Kai. I haven't got to watch it yet. So in the chat, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any spoilers if you've watched it or binged it already, because it did drop already, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I haven't had a chance to like get on Netflix or do. I slept in, and then I was like, I messaged Tony Oz like, "Are we still starting at 1?" I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta hose myself and the kid off." So, hail the lovely Sherry. Hello, darling. Yeah. I am feeling better, Damian. Thank you, man. I am. Yeah, I'm back to 100%, man. That little cold and flu thing couldn't hold me down. You know what I mean? I was extremely, extremely lucky. Hail Parrot Head, purveyor of memes. Yeah, Chris Underwood. That dropped today. Oz, you're a Cobra Kai fan, aren't you?
Never watched The Karate Kid. Never watched Cobra Kai.
Okay.
No.
All right, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were or not. That's something that like Tony recommended to me up and down, and finally the wife and I. It was last New Year's. It was like that weekend. We sat and we binged the entire thing, all three seasons, and it was like I was hooked. I'm like, oh my god, I need more of this, and here we are.
Do you
a year
have
later,
to watch the prior films to understand the series?
Not really.
Okay,
I wouldn't
that's
say
cool.
so.
Not really, but it helps. Just like
helps.
for when, like,
Go ahead, Tom.
Well, I mean, like, just like when they bring up Mr. Miyagi and stuff, just
Mhm.
so you, as the
Yeah, I
viewer,
mean,
kind
I'm
of have that
culturally
personal.
familiar with the characters and the concepts. It's just I've never actually watched the films.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could easily digest it then. They do a good job of developing and integrating the new characters and stories in with the existing mythos. It's like, why wasn't I watching this when it was on YouTube? Like, I've had YouTube Premium for years, and I'm like, I never watched it. Everybody's like, you gotta check Cobra Kai. And I'm like, well, it's because I was involved in wrestling and all that. And actually, today was Facebook memories like to punch me in the gut every chance it gets. And today was 4 years ago I retired from professional wrestling. So, yeah, that was that was a gut punch. Yeah, that hurt, but yeah, Cobra Kai is so well done. Like I said, I was just hoping that this season, because Netflix was in control, Tony didn't get the Netflix treatment.
Yeah,
You know,
because this is the first, like, again, they had season 3 shot in the can, ready to go when Google canceled the show. Like, it's like the one good thing you had on your streaming platform. So when it went over to Netflix, I mean, it had been done. So this is the first, and from what I understand right now, they're in where were they at shooting us? Puerto Rico, maybe. They were shooting season 5. I saw a couple days ago, it looked like. But season 4 is the first one actually shot and produced under the Netflix banner. So I hope they just stayed out of it.
Yeah, that would be it'd be a miracle though. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want any garbage in this show. I'm gonna share that article that you just posted in the private chat, Tony. We're gonna talk about this.
This guy.
This freaking guy.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you're changing the
go
topic.
ahead.
It's fine. Well, I was only going to ask that when you said Netflix it up, do you mean like unnecessarily change characters, change their motivations, their sexual interests, and shit like that?
The same way,
Yes.
like, Warner
Yes.
Brothers wants to get involved with the movies and ruin it. Like, just like let the artists have their vision,
Well,
and then
that's
they will
why I
make you
asked,
money.
because it doesn't seem like a Netflix problem. It seems like a pop culture problem in general.
It's an executive problem. Executives being in charge of all this shit.
Yeah.
The creatives build. Yeah.
Sure, and so Netflix just is a stand-in for all of them. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, just the design by committee, where it's like too many cooks spoil the soup. And the problem is the cooks are woke as fuck. And that really causes, that's the crux of the issues is if you want to make changes, okay. But what are you changing? Oh, well, this character who's been straight their entire existence is now, either gay or bisexual. And,
Oh my goodness, it's like something you can catch in DC right now. They just changed Vixen, who had only ever been into dudes, into being into chicks. And I mean, like I said, it's like a damn epidemic. Tim Drake. I mean, the list goes on. I'm sure that there are tons more that just aren't crossing my mind this very second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I saw that Vixen thing because it was on the Harley Quinn show, and I'm like, well, that stands to reason because the entire basis of the Harley Quinn show is her relationship with Poison Ivy. I'm pretty sure, the animated.
Well, season 2 especially.
It's just they really leaned into it, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, season 1 it was mildly given the impression, but season 2 there's nope, that's the only reason we're here right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what the viewers tune in for. Is to see lesbian cartoons, as if nobody saw She-Ra, Princesses of Power. That Cal art has to be the single biggest affront to animation I have ever seen. I mean, it's garbage. It's garbage.
It is. I don't know what they're going for with that, but
no,
animation has a certain magic quality to it, and that's why, like Beauty and the Beast, that's meant to be told. They've had TV shows, live action, all that. the cartoon is the best one. Like certain things just need to be animated. But that art, that weird art, that just like that's devoid of any like warm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not pleasant to look at.
It's like they put it together right before they went on the air. They were like, oh shit, draw, that's what it looks like. It's like it's a sloppy style.
It's something I would do. I can't draw for shit, but put me in front of a computer and I can shit something out that looks better than by hand, and that's kind of.
I almost disagree with that. Well, not almost. I do disagree with that because John Romita Jr. would always say his style is the deadline style. So getting things out on time doesn't necessarily mean it will be bad, but a lot of times, especially here lately, I think that just change the character's motivations. I think they change the appearance to be bad in an effort to lower the standard of everything, not just because it's like, oh, everybody can feel included because it looks like crap. Oh, you can doodle this and it'll look just as good or within the ballpark.
It's the body positivity movement of animation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that. I've never heard that, but I think I'll totally steal it.
Well, it is. You're absolutely right. That's hitting the nail on the head, Tony. I mean, yeah, because that Cal art style, it's like I can't draw either, like to save my life, and that looks like something I would come up with. They look like half finished. I don't know. It's bad. And then you have Hail Gap Stargate. Welcome, man. Welcome. I put my pinky up. I look like fucking William Regal drinking tea. I don't know. It's like, okay, so like look at Masters Universe Revelation. That is some of the most beautiful animation. And I don't mean like Tila and Evelyn because they obviously look like ass. But
by intent, once again, it's the intent. They intend for them to look like dudes.
Yes, they do. They absolutely did. And that's like, because these people don't know how to do a strong female character, so they're like, we'll just give them every trait that a man has. Yes. It's fucked. It is. Phantasmagorical says hail and hello, Phantasmagorical. Thank you for joining us. I've seen your name a few times in the chat, so welcome back. All right, so we're going to talk about this article now. This right here, Tony shared. This is from MovieWeb. And Dwayne Johnson, once again, addresses a presidential run. With all the divisiveness in Washington at the moment, many people would probably like to see The Rock lay the smackdown on Congress. I can unequivocally say no. No. I don't, and I'm not doubting, I'm not hating on The Rock. I'm not doubting his mental acumen. I am doubting his acumen as a politician. He doesn't run a business. That's the thing, is everybody wants to say that Blumph was the worst. And we're not really getting politically. I'm going to correlate this back in because Blumph was an entertainer as well. Joe Biden is entertaining in a different way. It's like a tragic watching the Titanic sink way. But 45 ran businesses, and spare me that he went bankrupt so many times because the dude is still a fucking billionaire. So if you could go bankrupt 5-6 times and still be a billionaire, then, cool.
You're doing something right.
But you are.
And that wasn't like running out of money bankruptcy. That was,
corporate restructuring.
Yeah.
So to say that The Rock would be a good president, based on what? What has he done other than, be the most electrifying man in sports entertainment? And honestly, I'm a fan of The Rock. I do like The Rock. I'm a fan of
Hollywood Rock. Let's get a heel run up in here.
Right? He starts giving, like, I would love it if he start cutting presidential promos as like the heel Rock from back in the day. Like, I want to see if he can. I want to see if he. I want to see if he can grow his hair back and do that, like Elvis hair he had going back. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
From the late 90s. Let's get that version of The Rock back, wearing the gaudy shirts again, so he looks like a Persian nightclub owner. But that would be fun until people voted for him. In an interview with CNN, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson set the record star right. Apparently, they have no editors. It's straight on many things. Yeah, look at this. They set it on star right. On many. His tequila, Red Notice, Vin Diesel using the most inappropriate forum ever to ask him to rejoin the Fast universe, and of course, a possible presidential run. This, of course, is not the first time the former WWE star has been asked about a White House run, but is the most recent. Here's the exchange. You said in the past, I believe specifically in your interview for the recent Vanity Fair cover, that you would not run for president in 2024 because you don't know a thing about politics. Yet, according to a poll, almost half Americans would vote in your favor. Could The Rock still be a potential presidential candidate in the future? That's not as much an indictment on The Rock as it is the American people being stupid.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I think that the greatest reason not to run for president is because without doing any heel tactics, you'll be a heel. Because no matter what letters next to your name, somebody's going to dislike you. And since it's about 49-51 or whatever the heck, no matter what, you're going to be a heel in somebody's eyes.
Yep.
And right now, he's beloved by primarily, I don't know, I'd say what, 99%?
Yeah.
I've got so much to say at the end of this.
All right. Hale, what about
sorry,
welcome? Oh, you're fine, bro. You're fine. Let's see what we got. Ahoy, one and all says, what about Hale, brother? We'll I think if people actually voted for him just because do you guys watch, Tony, I don't think you do. Oz, do you watch The Orville?
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's a real good show. It's basically Star Trek done right.
Yes. So the episode in season 1, where they go to that planet where everything is done by popular vote.
Oh
the
my
people
goodness,
where
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a social media planet. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yes. That is what America is turning into. That is exactly what America, and that was such a beautiful allegory for society now. That mob rule is just, it's disgusting. And this, if so, hypothetically, The Rock runs for president, he wins because a bunch of smooth brains vote for him just because he's The Rock. It's like, you realize that's a mistake.
How is it not President Camacho? How is that not President Camacho?
Oh God, it is. It absolutely is.
I'm gonna.
The Rock is a Hollywood commie. He'll deserve the hate he will get. He cried over Obama and Kamala winning on his Instagram just 20 years earlier. He was at the Republican convention. The Rock's a con just like all his colleagues. Yep. Let's see. Well, I think that poll of almost half Americans being in favor of me running for president is so humbling. It sits me down, and I don't know any other way to describe it, Johnson explained to CNN. To have a little ability to potentially galvanize our country is humbling, very humbling. Might be the Terramana talking here, but I still don't know a damn thing about being a politician. I don't know if I have that politician gene in my DNA.
You're a natural politician, bro.
He is.
And I'll explain why in just...
Okay. Leader, yes. Patriot. He says patriot. You're fine. No offense taken. He says patriot all day long. I beg to differ because he was the first one, crying about all this shit, and it's just like, you're not a patriot, dude.
He was just honey dicking on camera. Earlier this year, dude, or not earlier this year, late last year, right before the election, but.
Yeah, he's a virtue signaling idiot.
Listen, how did he get famous?
Wrestling.
pandering to crowds. Pandering. And we saw how he took it when they were chanting "Die Rocky Die." He doesn't. Yeah. Number one, he depends too much on what other people think of him. And I know that, like, okay, Trump probably his biggest flaw, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's a politician in the sense that he's a politician and we need a leader. You know, earlier this year, and I have this over here from The Guardian, Michael Knowles kind of went over this.
Mm-hmm.
He says he'll run for president if the people want. And he's talking about, like, the poll he was just talking about. Releasing a poll, seeing what other people think. But that's not why you run for president. You run for president because you're a leader and you see the country going in a certain direction and you have a vision that you feel will help the country, that'll repair it. You have to be able to make tough decisions sometimes, and decisions that might not necessarily be popular. This dude already, after we know he became popular through wrestling, through pandering to an audience, now he's pandering to the polls. And well, the polls said this, so you know, I might run for president because the polls say it. Like, that's not leadership.
No,
that's not leadership. And are you going to make that tough decision that might not be popular now, but is more beneficial for the country and her people going down the road? Or are you going to be afraid of what the polls say? Are you going to be afraid of a few jeers? You know, he gets shaken. He just got shook at the Royal Rumble when Roman Reigns won and they were booing. He was visibly shaken out there. He can't take criticism. He can't.
But they love me. They love me.
Exactly.
How are they booing?
He can't go against. He can't go against the momentum, and he's proven that time and time again throughout his life. So that's why he's a good politician, because he knows how to play to a crowd, give them what they want, but that doesn't mean he's a good leader, and he's not a good leader, and he's too focused on the polls. He has no vision for the country. Just, okay, he's talking about potentially galvanizing the country. Okay, how are you going to do that? Next question. What is your plan to unify the country, Dwayne?
Being The Rock.
Well, the polls said, I don't care what the polls said. What is
my plan is to be The Rock.
Yep.
Have them smell what I'm cooking.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Catchphrase it up.
Yep. And that's what he would rely on to keep people on his side, you know, because that's his wheelhouse.
The fact is, presidency to him is the next starring role. It's if it had anything to do with leadership, you can lead in your local area, but it's not about leading. It's about the next starring role.
Yep. And it's about, I've done this with life, I've done that with life. Why can't I do this with life?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have someone who I don't know.
Oh, dude, Glinzer's comments perfect. Crowd, fuck you, Rock. Reporter, they're chanting, let's go, Rocky.
We have too many already that look at the presidency as a career move.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't be. Like, a good leader doesn't want the power thrust upon them, but it is, and they have to act. You know, people out craving that power, that's what ruins it. You know, anybody who wants that power is going to be corrupt in some way.
Can't argue with that.
I'll accept the nomination, Chris, because I'm not the hero this country wants, but I'm the hero it needs. Dude, I would. The first thing I would do. I would. Oh, I would piss about half. I would piss about half the country off. But in about 4 years, when I was up for re-election, they would be fucking thanking me for it.
Hell yeah. And that's what the tough decisions.
Yep, that's it. You come in. That's the thing. A leader has to be ready to come in. You hit the ground running. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, it's well. The last guy couldn't do this. Well, this is what we're gonna do. Well, just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Why? Because I fucking can. And it needs to happen. Not only because I can, but it needs to happen that way. Hey, Phantasmagoricals has got to run. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Have a wonderful, safe, and great night. Whatever you choose to do this evening, just be safe and have fun. That's all. Go out, live your lives, man. Have fun, enjoy it. Glinzer, the president to be reviews. Oh, and there would be I would rain hellfire on a lot of people. There would be there would be oof, yeah, there would be a lot of pissed off people. But like I said, in about 4 years, you'd be thanking me when the economy was going strong and our country was safe and secure, and we didn't have fake racial division anymore. People were working, and that's it. Nobody was getting rich off doing nothing. That's the thing. All right, I'm done. I'm done ranting. I'm sorry. ETEP would be POTUS, and his nose would be VP. God damn it, Parrot Head. You're right. My nose would be VP. No, I would have my VP Tony would be Blair White. Because I want a good man. I want a good man by my side. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have
I'm
said
so sorry, man. I had a phone call real quick. Now, you know who I am. Can I just mention, and of course I'd vote for Blair White. My heart's fluttering. No.
Hey, hang on one second, Tony. Hey, 1 second. Hail Vassy. She just can't stay. She's out and about, but Happy New Year in advance to everyone. Hope 2022 is awesome for y'all. Hail Vassy. Thank you for dropping in, miss. We're going to do a daytime stream around your schedule so me and Tony can have you on. So DM me on Twitter. Slide right into my DMs. And, let me know when what your availability is, and we'll get a daytime stream with you so we can talk and catch up because it's been too long. All right, sorry, Tony. Go ahead, man.
No, I'm just saying if I had to choose a wrestler to be president, it would be Kane, Glenn Jacobs. I'm voting for him.
But that goes back to my prior analysis of Dwayne. If you choose to be a leader, you can do that in your local area, but he doesn't. That's why I think that it has nothing to do with leadership in The Rock's case. I think it has to do with, the starring role.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I totally agree. Glenn Jacobs has a fine head on his shoulders.
Yeah. Dude, not only was he honestly, I think one of probably and arguably one of the best workers in the last 30 or 40 years. And that's a bold claim, but look at his overall body of work. Look at the consistency. He did whatever they needed him to do, and he made it work. And his political career, he didn't have to do that. He cares about the area. He cares about the people. Right. That's it. It came from a place of selflessness. He wasn't like, I'm going to run for governor. I'm going to try to get in Congress. I'm going to become a mayor, at a smaller municipality. So, yeah, I could fully back that campaign.
His reputation in the locker room while everyone else is going out and drinking and doing lines and banging ring rats, you would find Kane.
Did you read Bret Hart's book? I feel like you read Bret Hart's book.
No, I didn't. That's
what it's all about right there.
Yeah. You'd find Kane. You'd find Glenn Jacobs always in his hotel room, at the dressing room at the arena, reading a book, and he'd put away a book a week. And he was very libertarian minded, very liberty is his agenda. So he's a wise man, clear vision. He's strong. That's a leader, Glenn Jacobs. And look, he doesn't even like. Where does he live? Knox, Tennessee. You know, he doesn't need the fame like Dwayne Johnson does.
And I can envision him versus Putin main eventing WrestleMania.
Could you imagine that Putin's having to stare down Kane from across the table? Like, and keep in mind, Glenn Jacobs is nice, but I wouldn't want to fight him, even now that he's getting older.
Yeah, dude, he's huge.
Exactly.
He's freaking, dude is 6'10". I guarantee he's still 300 pounds, and he ain't fat. He's a big man. God, yeah, he is just, yeah. And that's the thing is like, yeah, dude is nice. He's laid back. He's a very kind. He's one of those gentle souls. He really, you know what I mean? He really is. But that's the thing is if you push somebody like that to the point where they break, you have no idea what they're going to do because this, you know what I mean? Yeah. He'd be intimidating as hell to say we're going to negotiate, a treaty with him. And it's like, all he does is look at you, Putin, and be like, shit,
See, I feel like you wouldn't get him to break. He's too smart. I feel like he will drop the bomb if he has to, but he's going to be completely clear-minded doing it. Like if Glenn Jacobs has to punch you in the face, he's going to be completely calm while doing it.
Yep.
That's what we need in a leader.
David Donaldson says, ETEP also Jesse and Jeff and Mindless should run for the White House. It'd be a world-class White House. Jesse could be, we can make Jesse Secretary of Defense. We'll make Jesse Secretary of Defense, dude. Put her in charge of the military. Because I've seen her rant videos, so having her in charge of the military would be interesting and fun. Exactly. It'd make for some great documentaries.
Yes. And I agree, Red. He doesn't command respect. Again, if you want to see The Rock, who puts on this facade as this tough guy and, hey, I'm masculine but nice, put him in an arena and look, wrestlers deal with that all the time, and the good wrestlers can go with it. They'll get booed when they're supposed to get cheered, and look at Bret Hart and Steve Austin and so many other examples. The Rock, he can't handle it. He gets shaken, I mean visibly shaken when shit don't go as planned. And I can't imagine shit goes as planned much when you're in the Oval Office, so yeah.
Oh, Jesse is press secretary. Holy shit. Oh my God. That would be like, she would be a, like, I don't know, it'd be like a cross between Haley McEnany and I don't know. It would be, she would be savage. I feel like those reporters would probably leave in tears. I feel like she would just destroy people. The Rock promises to conduct his press conferences as the Rock persona. I'll consider it.
It's the only persona he knows.
Medical advisor Vinny, no more jabs. No more jabs.
And see, and that's another thing. Tell me he's not the fucking perfect politician, by the way. He walks around trying to act like a hey and smiling attitude now and everything's fine. He was the raunchiest motherfucker in the 90s. He's just a fucking... He pulls the ladder up. He'd go around, if you went and said the same shit he did back then, now he'd be like, well, that's not okay. And a man, and this, and,
Well, I mean, like, everybody who makes it big, not everybody, but too many
but it's
people.
A problem. Sarah Silverman.
I was literally about to use her as an example. I agree. Yeah, I wasn't saying that you're wrong. I'm totally endorsing the concept and how frustrating it is that I can do any offensive thing, but once I get to the top, nope, it's forbidden. Nobody else can do it.
A leader would be pulling the next person up behind him, not pulling the ladder up.
That's it. Their hand is open and out, not two fists closed pulling the ladder. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. It's what say Tony Crabs in a bucket.
Yep.
Crabs in a bucket. All of them just pulling the other ones down. One of them will escape, and the rest of them, he's like, ha ha, to the rest of them, And you can't do what I did because that's not fair. Hail Darius Munchausen. Hail to you. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you have a great new year, my Michigan brethren. Yeah, do you want to go through the rest of the article, Tony? We'll roll through this.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. With all the divisiveness in Washington at the moment, many people on both sides of the aisle would probably like to see The Rock lay the smackdown on Congress and run a people's elbow on Congress when they get out of line. Earlier this year, Johnson did say if it is what the people wanted, he would run during an interview with The Guardian. Of course, it'd be The Guardian. When asked during that interview, he replied, "I do have that goal to unite our country, and I also feel if this is what the people want, then I will do that." While The Rock would not be the first ex-professional wrestler to run for office, he may be the most charismatic, thus lending him a real chance to win if you go by the polls. We all know how things went in Idiocracy when the 5-time former SmackDown champion was handling things there.
If that's what the people want. If that's what they want, no, you should have a vision.
Yep.
You should see something seriously wrong and say, I can fix that, and let me tell you how.
Dude, but that's the thing, is like he doesn't.
He will never be in Joe Manchin's position. He would fold in a second.
Oh, God. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way he could handle that. Oh, you're welcome, Davian. You're absolutely welcome. No, man, he's not meant to take that kind of heat. He can't.
Nope.
He can't handle that heat.
It's like Brock Lesnar getting punched in the face. It's this big facade and this mystique around him, and all that drops when he gets hit one solid time in the jaw.
And that's it. Lesnar, yeah, he that's why he went back to pro wrestling. He couldn't take it. I mean, he had a good career. I mean, the dude won he won some fights, but he got his ass handed to him,
Yep.
And he was like, I'm done. Well, it's like Batista. Same thing with Batista.
Yeah. And Lesnar, he could just, yeah.
I thought he was a one and done
in the political arena.
Batista?
Yeah, I thought he only had one fight. I could be wrong though.
I only think he did too, because he got his ass beat by that, was it like a big Chinese guy or some shit. It was Batista got beat by that dude.
I just remember it was like the biggest thing Strikeforce ever did, and then no more business for them. I mean, they still exist, but like because he was a star.
Yeah. I remember when he had that MMA fight, or like his debut one or whatever. Yeah.
I think the Joe Manchin cut is just so damn deep. Conceptually speaking, being able to stand up to even people who say they're on the same side as you. I mean, that part's questionable at best, but just being able to stand up for what it is you believe in is the primary thing that Dwayne seems to lack. Because if it isn't fame and fortune, I don't know what it is he stands for.
He look, it boils down to, at one point he thought in his mind, actors, they tend to get lost in the, once an actor passes away, they tend to get kind of lost in the shuffle. They're not, with the exception of a few, remembered as fondly as, let's say, a U.S. president.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you want to be remembered, if you want to make an impact, and not for good or anything, but again, just as a career move, it's become president.
Yeah, that's a great argument. Because let's think about it. Ronald Reagan was if he was just an actor, who's going to be talking about him? But yeah, Ronald Reagan as a president, people still talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's great analysis.
Yeah, his presidential is way more memorable than his acting career was.
Yeah.
And being, I was a Reagan baby. I was born in 1980. He's the one that was president when they deregulated advertising towards children, and that basically is why we got the big toy rush of the 80s and everything like that. I mean, it was good and bad. I mean, it really, in the long run, it was bad because it's it's kind of indoctrinated an entire generation. But
Yeah.
at the same time, the 80s had the best toys, so I guess fuck it.
But you know, I'm sure.
Well, it's crazy because. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I mean, Tony can go. That's cool. I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget.
Like, it probably did indoctrinate a whole generation of
It did.
kids, but that's not because of marketing to children. That's because of garbage parents.
Yep.
Well, damn it, Tony, you are coming in with all the good shit tonight, or today. But the fact is, I was going to say that I don't think it's for the best. As much as I agree that there were such great cartoons and toys and great things, I think that those aren't outweighed by, as was said, the indoctrination, the Captain Planet, if you will, of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I only use Captain Planet as an example because it was explicitly made with the intent of putting ideas into heads.
Yep. Wait, somebody say Captain Planet? We got Don Cheeto in the house. We got Don Cheeto in the house. Hey, he brought his gang too. Hang on, he brought all his friends.
That's a hell of a gang right there.
It's really.
Is that the vice president? No, that's Riri Williams. Oh shit. Oh man, no, you guys are both spot on though. No, that deregulating advertising towards children, yeah, it's a bad thing. But yeah, having a generation of garbage parents too, that didn't do anybody any favors. But I mean, we're kind of look at it now, like we're kind of dealing with it. Like I said, I work in the education system part time, and at a good fucking private school, and I see kids that transfer in from the public schools, and I'm just like, wow, like not only has the system failed you, your family has failed you. And that's, I will say 90% of the kids that I have issues with come from a home where they have no support or guidance. And I can pick that up like that. You know what I mean? If if I'm at the school every day, whether I'm teaching or not, and I see these kids and it's like, everything they do when they get in trouble is for attention. It's just a cry for attention. And they don't get it at home, and you can see it. So it's just like, this parenting is, it's don't let the state raise your children. You raise your fucking children. Those are your children. You're responsible.
Etep, what if the state is my daddy?
That's that mentality. That it's a cycle. That is ingrained in people. That is like generational. It's like culture of poverty, okay? And blaming the system for everything. That is, and I see that call. Oh well, my grandpa was on welfare. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work the system.
Right.
And that's
yep.
It's a cultural, not cultural, but it is a culture.
Yes.
It is that right there in itself is a mental plantation that you're
For
stuck
sure.
on.
Well, yeah.
That is a mental plantation.
Well, and just look how magical it is that not only has the government schools put themselves on a pedestal, but they've also got it to where that young people think that anybody who has worked and earned their own way is the enemy. Like I had a conversation recently where somebody's like, oh, these millionaires. I'm like, oh yeah, because you've gotten how many jobs from 4 people? Like, what the hell are you even talking about? Now I get it, you're young and you're dumb, but damn, it just drives me nuts when people are this Elon Musk, how dare he do whatever the hell he wants with his own money? I'm like, okay, yeah, because he's hurting you real bad.
Yeah. The eat the rich mentality, that is so non-sustainable. It's like,
I don't know where the concept. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Bill Whittle from PJ Media. I used to really love his stuff because he's common sense, but he was talking about that. He financially broke it down. If you took all the money from all the billionaires and funded the country, and then went down to people who are like hundreds of millions of dollars on down to like 50 million, I'd say. He goes, if you took all their money, you could run the country for less than a year. And then
I believe that. But it's because the country doesn't manage its money right.
No.
You talk about something that needs to be fixed. That's one damn thing that needs to be fixed. Years ago, not just today or tomorrow, but years ago that needs to be fixed. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know where it comes from, but I've always had the mentality that I'm not yet rich, and not even rich, but where I want to be. Not down with the person who is where I want to be. I'm not saying, curses to the Jeff Hicks for already getting to where I want to be, or curses to the John Malin who's already where I want to be, or the Ethan Van Sciver. Yep. No, I don't say curses to Jeff or John or Ethan. I say this is something that can inspire me to work harder and get to where that I know that it is feasible to get to.
But it's so much easier to drag them down to my level.
Yep.
I wouldn't even know where to begin, and not only do I not know where to begin, but I don't want to do that. That's it. Yeah, yes. Can we all be miserable? I guess, but what's the sense in being miserable? I don't want to be there, and I certainly don't want them with me if I am there.
There's no purpose to life if we're all miserable. And eat the rich is just a fancy way of hating the player and not the game.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You're hating the player. You've made your decisions in life, but it's not that self-accountability has ever been their strong suit, but you've made your decisions in life, and you can make many more in the future, and where that brings you is ultimately up to you. Now, granted, we've got certain mitigating circumstances, inflation, just different things that can affect us all, but at the end of the day, it's what you do with yourself, and if you're going to invest that time in yourself, and if you don't think you're worth it to invest that time in yourself, don't fucking rain on anyone else's parade.
That's
Amen.
It. Absolutely. No, I was going to say, Oz, to your point where you were talking about, I could tear these other people down to build myself up, but what good does that do? I was like, well, that's because you're a good person. Good people who are self-confident and have motivation don't think like that. That's the self.
I guess that is the part that I can't wrap my head around. You're right. That is the part that I can't conceive of, because if you want it bad enough, you've got to believe that you can do it. So yeah, that is my shortcoming, is I can't conceive of a world where it's like, oh, this is the right call.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got told my whole life I wanted to be a professional wrestler from the time I was 3 years old. I was told my whole life, you'll never do, you can't do that, you'll never do that. And I got to do it for almost a decade. And did I make it to the fucking WWE? No, I didn't. But I was involved in. You did? No, probably not.
Exactly.
Because I would have been one of the ones out back drinking, doing lines, and nailing rats. Anyway. I'd have failed wellness, but back then the wellness policy wasn't as strict. Anyway,
you wouldn't have been kicking it with Kane.
No, I wouldn't have been reading books with Kane. I would have been. Never mind. We won't talk about it.
Sorry, I got off topic.
There's a reason I'm not in the wrestling business anymore. Anyway,
because you want to stay married.
Yes, that was it. When it was time to get it's like, well, do you want to stay in the wrestling business, or do you want to move back in with your parents? And I'm like, fuck wrestling. That's where I was at. So no, it's a nasty fucking business though. And I like to have a good time. I like to party, and that was my downfall. That nothing in ring shit. I handled that. I wouldn't set the world on fire, but I could put on a fucking good show. And I've always had the gift of gab, so working the crowd on the microphone, never a fucking issue. But no, I don't want to see The Rock as president. I don't want to see any. These people are Marby Dog. You're absolutely right. American politics is 100% kayfabe. It's controlled opposition. You've got the Globetrotters and the Washington Generals. That's all it is. and it's just whichever one has the power for that short period of time, that gets all the stroke and gets everything done. And I think that's when 45 came in. He disrupted the whole thing.
Oh, slow down.
The Mitch McConnell approach, Tony. You know it.
Slow down, Nancy.
You did that on my birthday video with the fucking turtle last year. That was so great. Oh, wait. Parrot Head. ETAP, Vince would have let you do whatever you wanted if you let him play hide the sausage with you. Are you talking about Vince or Patterson?
I believe it's Pat. Yeah, I believe that'd be Patterson. I'm blown away that he hasn't gotten a dark side of the ring. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. When they had one of the fucking ring announcers for the Fed, like within, like, what do you say, like 2 weeks of starting there, Pat Patterson was like hitting on him.
Yeah.
Hail Chris Fisk. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was just going to say that when I saw that steroid trial, I was like, man, Vince must be paying for a puff piece because there are so many real scandals that they could be covering other than this BS trial that was for nothing.
Yeah. 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 Mitch McConnell equals a Kentucky turtle. Yes, he does. Yeah, we Tony and I streamed about one of the Dark Sides of the Ring episode. It was the plane ride from hell. Yes. That was like the last bit of the 90s bleeding into the because that shit happened. What was that, 2002?
Yeah, it was that weird time where you had Hogan, Flair, but you also had Brock and Cena. It was one of the weirdest mixes of rosters in the history of life. But yeah, I agree. It's some of it's partial bleed over from Attitude, but also you got all these young guns like Randy and Brock who are just fresh out of college, who of course they're going to be. I mean, I know that it's unjustifiable, but of course they're going to be like, "Hey, lady, want to see some? Let's have some fun." They're young. I mean, hell, Randy ran away from the Marines. He's not exactly the brightest man on the planet. And, Brock, I mean, he was a great wrestler, but it's not like he was a fucking scholar either. Of course they're going to do dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, a lot of these guys are just fucking big meatheads. That's what they are.
I mean, I heard on the Art of Wrestling podcast, Colt Cabana and Cody Rhodes said, whatever age you get into the wrestling business is the age you are for the rest of your life. And the moment I heard that, I was like, well, that kind of makes sense. Mentally, not obviously physically, but like when you get in the wrestling business, you just stay that age because, like if you're young and you want to party, you're going to, you're in a state of being where it's facilitated. You're allowed to,
Yep.
So,
well, I guess I'm going to be perpetually 28 then, or 27, 28. So I'm all right with that. Now, if physically that was the case, I would be on cloud 9 because I was about 200 pounds.
I wish. Yeah. If I could forever be 22. Oh my God.
Yeah. I would be about 200 pounds with 8% body fat the rest of my life, and I would be happy with that. I
didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing at 22 years old. I was fucking lost.
Oh my God!
I didn't have a clue what I was doing at 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a clue what I was doing at 28, 27, 28 still.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I agree. That's why I was going with your physically side. If I could be physically 22, oh my goodness.
Yeah. See,
I probably have way too many STDs.
I wouldn't be married. I wouldn't be married. She's not home. She's gone. The boy just came in a few minutes ago and he's like, "Hey, Mom left." I'm like, "Okay." Don't stay out of the cupboard. He's out there playing video games right now, chilling. He's fine. He's dude, for a 6-year-old, he's so fucking well behaved. Like, honestly, like I'm in here doing this and he's just out there. He's probably got his tablet going, playing video games. He's got the dog and the cat sitting by him. I mean, he knows not to answer the door. If somebody comes to the door, like FedEx or whatever, he'll come in here and get me.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he's a smart little shit. So I'm happy with that. See,
is that true that Biden will be 83 in 2024?
I think so.
Somebody just said that. Oh, that is mind blowing. There has to be an age limit on running Doesn't there?
Yeah. Think about it. Do you really want Pop running the country? Like,
Hell no.
And that's
Like,
for
so
everyone.
I love my grandmother.
Yeah, not
She's
just
80
him.
and has dementia. I wouldn't want her running. She can't even run her own business. Like, it had to be taken from her. And it's like, why are we letting other people in that same or similar condition?
You know, America, the United States, is obsessed with electing and re-electing these people who are completely out of touch. They haven't been in the private sector in decades. And look, even Trump, he's old. He didn't understand the power of, he understood the power of advertising as far as Twitter, but he didn't understand what was underneath the velvet glove of social media. And people warned him about it. They warned him about big tech censorship, and they didn't take it serious. We need someone in office. Yeah, I want some experience, but like just bringing them up, you know, Tulsi Gabbard, Ron DeSantis, you know, they have a good grip of what's going on.
And they aren't on death's door.
Yeah. Exactly. They're gonna be here to live with the repercussions of their choices, you know.
Does anybody know how old Rand Paul is? Not Ron Paul, but
close
Rand.
to 60, maybe. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, 58. I know he's 58.
58.
Yeah. So, like I said, I know he's up there, but he's one of the people that just feels like, you know, not only has he done real world stuff, but, you know, I think that, you know,
he's
and don't get me wrong,
that wasn't a lawyer.
Yeah. See, the one person I really liked, and it's like I liked him so much I didn't ever want him to run for president, was dude from South Carolina, Trey Gowdy.
I was gonna say Lindsey Graham.
Fucking Lindsey Graham. Okay, here's what we're going to do now. All right, listen. Here's what we're going to do. I'm Lindsey Graham.
I wonder if he can do a French accent, because I think you could cast him as Pat Patterson in The Dark Side of the Ring.
Yes. Yes. Lindsey Graham is Patterson.
Sorry about
fucking
that.
Bots.
Continue.
Oh, shit.
No, you're fine.
It's Russian bots.
Thanks for the interception there, Red. Hey, look up. Wait a second.
The Last Jedi.
Wait a second. It's a man baby. Wait a second. I heard Russian bots, so hang on. I'm gonna switch yet. Hang on here. Hello, comrades. Good evening. Eat up, Wukuyan. We have sent our bots to infiltrate your chat. Ha ha! Have some socialism and communism with a side of starvation. Get in breadline and bring your own potatoes if you want vodka. That is all.
Hey, I've heard that insult a lot. What does that mean, bots?
It was a literal bot. It was in the chat just now. It was a bot. Fucking.
What?
But what they're trying to say is, okay, we always get these weird links from bots in the chat, you know, automated, trying to get us to click on scams or something. But they're saying, basically, in some people's minds, there's no way anyone real could possibly support or vote for this person. It must be a bot.
It's a bot.
Yep. Okay, I was just curious, because I get so little interaction that pretty much the only people who interact on my YouTube are my actual real friends. And so when I hear bot, I think, is that a real deal thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, sorry.
It's just an automated program to share links or collect info or that kind of stuff.
What were you asking me, Tony?
Oh, you were still doing your Russian accent. I was going to say to read the super chat.
Okay, hey. We have a $5 super chat from Small Time Republic. Lindsey Graham is sassy. Much unlike former President Mikhail Gorbachev, whose famous saying was, "You go to Gulag." Aha, get it? I don't know. Biden
Small-
to Putin.
No,
Small time republic.
Yeah, we're all in agreement. Lindsey Graham is sassy.
He is sassy. He should be a televangelist. Lindsey Graham would be a good
Southern boy.
televangelist. I'm just a good old Southern boy. Lindsey, no, you've spent most of your time in a rest stop bathroom, homie. That's good water. Anyway,
he was the type in school to get the football team pissed off at him, and they'd be beating him up, and he'd just be smiling face down on the turf. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't string me up in the shower and whip me with those towels. That's Lindsey. That's Lindsey. He's like he's Nightmare on Elm Street 2 gay. All right, I'll just fucking say it. I'm not tiptoeing around it. He's Nightmare on Elm Street 2 gay. He's blatantly gay and he's trying to fucking hide it. It's not working, Lindsey. All right. He's one of those. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. Just own it, bro.
Nope. Just that's it. I don't care. I don't care what you do. If you're legal age and both parties are consenting, unless you're furries, I don't care. If you're furries, I will burn you with fire. But anybody else, you're fine. You know, as long as everybody's adult. Yeah, furries, you just kill it with fire.
Catch him in a theater with Paul Rubens.
Ah, I made a mess.
It's
okay,
watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I'll clean it up, Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Oh God. Chris Fisk. Hey, Lindsay, I've got the body and you got the Metamucil. Lindsay should be a hairstylist to the stars. Marby Dog says. Oh, he sounds like the count. Listen, I can count. I went like my Russian. It toes the line of dependent on intoxication. It's the middle of the day, so I'm not right now. Maybe if the wife was home and I didn't have to drive anywhere later, I might just because we're streaming. But no, that's not right now.
I'm totally need to drink next time I'm on here.
Oh, dude. I like the night streams. I glass of wine, some edibles. I do,
Oh, I know, but it just never crosses my mind. And every time I'm in it, I'm like, oh, I need to, but then, I'm in it then, so I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave. So I just need to keep it in mind.
There you go. We'll send you a reminder. Oh God, Pee-wee's. We got you. It's one of the many services we provide here, not just for patrons. Chris Fisk, Pee-wee's climax. Ah! What's the word of the day, Pee-wee? Busted nut. I don't know where we're going with this at this point. We're just.
Lindsey Graham played Sherry, so Pee-wee would sit on his face. Yeah, this stream has devolved from why The Rock shouldn't play president to Lindsey Graham's personal life.
Parrothead, somebody make that meme.
Lindsey Graham is definitely more important. Yeah.
Somebody needs to make a meme of Lindsey Graham as Cherry. All right. Yeah,
But
somebody
he
needs to do
kind
that.
of resembles Lindsey Graham.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hold on, watch this.
What do we got?
Doesn't that kind of look like Lindsey?
That does look like Lindsey Graham.
Especially in the eyelashes.
I just bat my eyes at you, Senator.
Yay!
We're bringing everybody home from Afghanistan. Yay!
This is him in South Carolina celebrating the holidays.
Hey, Glinzer, Jeffrey Toobin considers Paul Rubens a kindred soul. Chris Fisk, Mecca Lecca High, Mecca Rub My Hiney Ho. Oh God, Glory Hole Graham. Blue Teddy narrations. Hello, hello. This is let's see. We don't have the dendrophilia. We don't have the dendrophilia.
Shout out to Stephen Walton.
Yep. Yes, the tree historian. I love this. Lizzo Graham. Nah, way too small. Oh, Jesus. He did it. He invoked the name. He invoked the name of fucking Lizzo. Lizzo Graham. Why Lizzo? Why?
Do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
There. Somebody mentioned Lizzo, so oh, there is no glory in that hole. Glinzer, Stephen Walton's the place to tree reviews. Your tree historian. Oh shit! All right, let's take a look here. I actually had an article that kind of interested me this morning because it's a franchise that I am a huge fan of. Friday the 13th rights revert back to the original screenwriter after the lawsuit. So Victor Miller, who wrote the screenplay for the first, Friday the 13th, gets the rights, not Sean S. Cunningham. That kind of made me happy because I want to see new Friday the 13th, but that 2009 one missed me with that shit. That was fucking horrible.
I want to see some real Friday the 13th.
Dude,
no holding back for today's day and age. I mean,
yeah. Mindless violence, gratuitous nudity, and just great kill sequences. That's the problem that the 2009 one had, is it tried to turn Jason into Leatherface.
Yeah.
He's not. Oh, go ahead, Tony.
No, it's just like you were saying, setting traps, and he's a mindless fucking demon.
Yep.
And we know his backstory. In his backstory, we don't have to go any deeper into that. His backstory works for what it is. And we just want to sit back and get a couple jump scares in and see some fucking brutality.
Yep.
And that's what the movie's supposed to be. It shouldn't be any deeper than that.
Yeah. That's it. You don't need a lot of character development in these movies. I mean, you're going... Okay, so one thing I think that Friday the 13th should have done was have, more carryover with some of the characters. I was kind of bummed that they didn't include Tommy Jarvis in part 7. He survived part 6. The character had been around since the 4th movie. So it's why would you not include this? In part 7, it's almost my least favorite one. I would say, of the originals. I don't count.
Is that the psychic one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She's got telekinetic powers. The doctor from Weekend at Bernie's plays her therapist in that.
Yeah.
That one was not. Who's is that? Oz? Who's got static on their mic? He's popping.
It might be me. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all right. I just want to. I was like, because I kept. Yeah, Parrot had just mentioned it. I was like, I thought it was mine for a second. I was messing with my settings. No. So this is some good. Okay. Some Friday the 13th news. What is this one's from part? I think this is part 4, right? No, that's 5 because that's Roy, the ambulance driver. The lengthy Friday the 13th legal battle is officially over, and Victor Miller has retained the domestic rights to the screenplay. The Friday the 13th franchise launched in 1980 with Sean S. Cunningham's titular slasher film, spawning 10 sequels and 1 remake, which collectively grossed over $460 million at the global box office. The popularity became cemented in the horror community, where the franchise and its antagonist, Jason Voorhees, are iconic. Miller, who wrote the original film's screenplay, filed a lawsuit against Cunningham and his production company Horror Inc. in 2016 to gain control of the franchise. Miller aimed to do so using a provision of the U.S. copyright law that allows the author of a work to retain its rights after 35 years. After director-producer Cunningham appealed Miller's 2018 victory in court, the case for the original Friday the 13th film was finally settled earlier this year, once again in Miller's favor. Despite the win, production on any projects still stalls while the relevant parties work on a resolution. Let's see here. Friday the 13th Part 3 star and entertainment attorney Larry Zerner reports that Horror Inc. has not filed a cert petition to the Supreme Court to appeal the latest decision. He tweeted that yesterday, December 29th, 2021, was the final day to file certiorari, which is a court process that seeks judicial review over a court ruling. What does this mean? Well, it means the case is officially over. Miller owns the rights to his screenplay in Friday the 13th, but only in the U.S., says Zerner. Check out Zerner's post from his Twitter account below. I don't know who he played in Part 3. I'm going to have to look that up now. Zerner continues to say the parties have not necessarily settled and that it could just mean that Cunningham realized a cert petition was a real long shot and didn't want to waste his money. Miller's ownership of the original screenplay provides him the legal rights to young Jason Voorhees, but while Cunningham still owns the rights to mask Jason, he cannot use him without Miller's permission. This realization could still spell trouble for a franchise that has only released new content in the form of fan films and Friday the 13th the game, the latter of which obtained licensing before the lawsuit. The Friday the 13th fan films done by Womp Stomp Productions are wonderful, by the way.
He was that pudgy kid with, like, the Jew fro in Part 3.
Oh, shit. He was Shelley.
Yeah. Shelley.
Yeah,
Wasn't
he
he
was
kind of
Shelley.
slow? Was he the one that was kind of slow and eating chocolate, or was that another one?
That was Joey in Part 5, the one that Victor killed.
Okay.
He was the ambulance driver, Roy's estranged son.
Yeah. Okay. It's been years since I've seen these. I just know he looks familiar. He's, Shelley or whatever. Got his throat slit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, holy shit. No way. Somebody just posted it in the chat. Small Time Republic. Betty White passed away.
What?
And I just Googled it.
The last day of the year.
TMZ, The Sun. I'm looking it up right now. NBC. Wait. Betty White culture. Yep, right here.
See,
I got.
we're going to be going into... Everyone's like, well, maybe 2022 will be better. A, it's not, unless everyone stands up and says no more. But B, now we're in a world without Betty White.
Right? That's a sad passing. Because now all the Golden Girls are gone.
Yeah.
I think, aren't they? Because
Yeah.
I know Estelle Getty's gone. B. Arthur, now Betty White, and the one that played Blanche.
Yeah, she passed a few years ago.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, that's sad. That is sad. So R.I.P.
I hate to say
Betty
it, but
White.
you know what that makes me think?
What?
Reboot.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I wonder if-
I didn't say I was a fan. I said it's what the sad thing it makes me think. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
get us
Oh,
some otherly able POCs, but we're gonna reboot the Golden Girls.
Yep.
Yeah, Rue McClanahan died in 2010. Blanche.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. They'll give it the Wonder Years treatment. They'll call it Golden Girls, but it won't be Golden Girls. Like I saw an ad for Wonder Years on Peacock when we were watching the wrestling thing on there, and I'm like, what the fuck? This ain't the Wonder Years.
It's part Golden Girls, part Living Single reboot. Is what it'll be.
They'll have Queen Latifah quit the Equalizer and go on there.
Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right.
Yep. It'll be like her, Angela Bassett, Vivica A. Fox, and and Taraji P. Henson or some shit.
You notice like how much love Golden Girls gets, and deservedly so, but like nobody talks about Empty Nest, man.
Oh, dude, I used to watch Empty Nest.
Yeah, that old dude was just slaying Strange on the beach. And it was a spinoff of the Golden Girls.
Yep.
Or at least they took place in the same universe.
Richard Mulligan. I had to look up the actor's name. It's Richard Mulligan.
Robert Loggia.
L for look, it's Robert Loggia. O for oh my. You know what? We're going to show the frickin' Robert Loggia commercial. I don't care about copyright. Whatever. Let me do this. Have you guys ever seen the Robert Loggia juice commercial?
I don't think so.
Okay. So this is a beautiful 80s commercial. So hang on.
Darius Munchausen, thank you for being an ally.
Yeah. I saw that. Hey, Tony. Thank you for being an ally and not taking me Asian wife. All right, this is whoa, it's Robert Loggia. All right. So, here we go. Let me turn the volume up.
Try some new Minute Maid orange tangerine. It's got calcium.
Then I'm not drinking it.
Oh, no, it's sweet. You'll like it.
I don't believe you.
Well, then who would you believe?
I don't know, Robert Loggia. Whoa, Robert Loggia.
Billy, your mother's right. New Minute Maid orange tangerine tastes great. It's got as much calcium as milk.
If you say so, Mr. Loggia.
Yeah.
This is great.
Enjoy your breakfast.
New Minute Maid orange tangerine with calcium.
Yeah.
Like, how are we going to move this
That's the grandfather
product?
and over the top.
Yeah.
Like, we need to move some serious fucking orange juice. How are we going to do this? And someone said, you know what? Robert Loggia.
Like really, like what was the thought process? They're like, yeah, like was it hang on, who said yeah, what about said it? What a random person to name. The kid is like Robert Loggia. like the kid's like 7 or 8 years old. He's like, I don't know, Robert Loggia. What? Like what where does that come from?
Yes.
I didn't know his name back then, and I didn't know it now. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, "Oh my goodness, over the top!"
Robert Loggia. Yeah. Just as a child, probably not the first name I would have mentioned. Am I disconnected, you guys?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I
can hear you. Okay. Sorry, I had to mute for a second.
Okay, I was like, am I talking to myself?
No, you're fine. I had an intruder, so I had to dispatch him. I was like, Trey came walking in. I was like, Asahi! We're talking about Robert Loggia. I should have had the Chinese hat on when I did that, I guess. But no, that is a random, like, now I saw Over the Top when I was a little kid, and I saw Scarface not too long after I saw Over the Top, which my parents let me watch things that I probably shouldn't have watched because I had older cousins. So I knew I've known who Robert, but like on the list of celebrities as a kid, like I don't think I would have went there first. Like I thought Vinny brought that commercial up and was like, have you seen the Robert Loggia orange juice commercial? And I'm like, no. And yeah, it was freaking, yeah, Billy, drink your juice. I love that. Enjoy your breakfast, kid. Like
it would be like a commercial today, and the kid's like, Robert Redford. Like, huh?
Like what? No, my best would he's been dead for a long time, but like Abe Vigoda. Like that would be awesome. Like just some like fucking random like 7-year-old. Like I don't know, who would you listen to if they told you to drink your orange juice? Kids like, I don't know, Abe Vigoda. Like Abe Vigoda just comes in, like you
Randy
know his
Macho
character
Man
from
Savage.
that guy. Oh, let me tell you something. You better drink your orange juice. Oh yeah.
Orange juice and beef jerky.
Yeah.
A winning combination.
A Slim Jim. Yeah, Slim Jim and some fucking Sunny Delight. That sounds like what Lindsey Graham would enjoy.
I'll take the purple stuff.
Give me the purple drink. Did you see my fucking meme I posted on Facebook about the grape? As I drank a grape soda earlier, it's like it doesn't really taste like grape. It tastes like purple.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with strawberry and pink.
Yes. It doesn't. No, there's no distinct fucking flavor to it.
I've never had a strawberry that tasted like a pink Starburst.
Yeah, the only grape thing that tastes like grape is wine.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Glinzer, Stephen Walton, drink your OJ, kid. It came from a great tree. And I don't want if that tree's been Walton infused, I don't want to drink it.
Why are the oranges coming out looking like you, bro?
Your orange storian. Born in the orchards of the Clone. Yeah, Clone Geek. Hail, sir. We saw Betty White passed away. I feel like I should find a Betty White clip now.
Last day of the year, how, like, you know, everyone for years have been memeing, we got to keep Betty White alive.
Yep.
And just, like, I don't know. She gave us one more year.
Oh, dude, here's one right here. I found a commercial from 1954. It's a Geritol commercial with Betty White. Hang on. We're going to watch. It's from 1954. I ain't worried about this.
Shared. Pursuing Paranormal. Shared.
Oh. Shared. Yeah, shared. All right, here we go. You guys ready for a Geritol commercial from 1954 with Betty White?
Talk about you a little bit. How are you feeling? Are you feeling as good as we feel today? I sincerely hope so. But I'd especially like to talk to you housewives and mothers and you really busy gals that just keep going all the time. Sometimes as you go about your daily routine, you get the feeling that you just don't have enough energy to finish out the day.
Where's Jimmy Woo?
Well, if you do feel that way, or anybody in your family feels that way, don't just ignore it and wait for it to go away. It's a better idea to check with your doctor. Because remember, that weak, run-down condition may be due to undernourished blood. Doctors have a special name for it. They call it iron deficiency anemia. But we call it tired blood. And to feel stronger fast, I wish you'd give Geritol a try. This is the fast-acting, high-potency tonic that we've been telling you so much about that really begins to strengthen iron-poor, tired blood in just 24 hours. That's all it takes, just one day, for Geritol iron to be in your bloodstream, carrying strength and energy to every part of your body. And just 2 tablespoons, just this little bit, contains twice the iron in a pound of calf's liver. And it's good tasting, too. So if you do feel weak and run down, or if anybody in your family complains of similar problems, get Geritol, either the liquid or the tablets, at your drugstore today. You'll feel stronger fast. In 7 days or your money back. Just be sure that you get what you ask for, Geritol. Geritol. Believe me, you will feel stronger fast.
I'll stick
and 2,
with
don't
that.
forget, mothers, you can get Geritol Jr. It's just...
She can spell...
Geritol Jr. Jesus.
So she can spell and cook a pot roast. I'm fucking sold.
We gotta get the iron in those kids' blood.
Hey, stop eating that, kids. Just drink this Geritol. I'm Robert Loggia. Drink your Geritol Junior, Billy, you little fucker. Really, Robert Loggia? Yeah.
They called it Geritol then, but they call it adrenochrome now.
Oh, ouch. 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 Oh my God.
Do they still sell this? Like, I know I've heard the name Geritol before, but is this still, like, can we get some Geritol iron in our blood? Yeah.
All right, so I'll look it up. Let's see. Do they still sell not people Geritol? It said yes to people.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, they do. Look. This is where we're at in the stream. I'm sharing a Google search of Geritol.
I think I have tired blood.
Look. Geritol. Available at Walgreens. What does Geritol do for the body?
Makes you live till 100.
Or 99.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Yeah, and that sucks because I could have sworn I just saw something not long ago saying that Betty White's like gearing up for her 100th birthday.
Yep. Yeah, and here we are. She dies on the last day of the year. I'm looking. Parrothead sent me. Yep, he did. He sent me the Geritol. You see, they do. They still make the Geritol, kids. They still make the Geritol. Hail, another monster's in the house. What's up? He said, sup, y'all. Relax. I'm here now. That's the wrong comment I highlighted. There we go. Yes, sir. Well, welcome, sir. Welcome. I did have one more article. I mean, we can still go for a little bit yet. If you guys can hang out, I mean, we're good, right?
I'm here.
I just want to see a Captain Marvel Geritol commercial.
Oh, that's where they stole their marketing from.
Geritol. If you fall back down, get back up. Geritol will be there to help.
Isn't it?
Here's Captain Marvel.
Something farther, further, faster, stronger, something crap?
Yes.
Higher, further, faster.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I guess I didn't completely steal it. My bad. Because it was stronger, faster for the Geritol, but it's further. I can't ever remember Captain Marvel shit.
And that's not a bad thing, honestly. That's not.
Was
a bad
it really
thing.
higher, further, or faster? Really?
No.
Well, she's the strongest Avenger, Tony. She's the strongest Avenger.
Named after me.
Yep. Oh wait, here we go. Chris Fisk. I saw a Captain Marvel Midol commercial. It was in the theaters between Infinity War and Endgame. That was an expensive commercial. Biden, I've never had a drop of Geritol, and look what great shape I'm in, Glinzer said. Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. I love that he said, let's go, Brandon. On the Santa stream.
Oh. Fucking, oh, God. Somebody, so that's an alt-right slur.
But he said it about to himself.
Right? Therein lies the problem. All right. Oh, hang on. I just saw this come up. Tony, can you if I drop an article in the chat, can you share it? I got to step out for a minute.
Sure.
But I got this right here. I got to go help the little man with something for a minute. Hang on. But
yeah,
here's
sure,
this. There's an article right there for Bounding into Comics. And I'll lead it in with, since we're going to talk about this, we might as well play a Marvel intro. So I will be right back, ladies and gents.
don't you get chills every time that plays? It sets the mood. Like, you know, you're in for something pretty major when you see that Marvel signature. So thank you, ETEP, for that. He is going to run into the little guy, and we're going to take a look at this article here from Bounding Into Comics. Andrew Garfield, stuntman, corrects reports that he confirmed the Amazing Spider-Man. This is from our friend John F. Trent, and it was posted today. Andrew Garfield, stuntman William Spencer, corrected reports. He confirmed that the Amazing Spider-Man 3 film was in development. Spencer previously appeared to indicate that the film was actually in development while responding to fans after he shared a video of him skateboarding on a tennis court. In the original post, Spencer wrote, "I am still recovering from my Achilles injury. It's fun to make what I can make with my limitations in the healing process." Here's the little post right here. Nice sunny day in California. No poo on the court. Good times. In the comments, a user congratulated him, saying congratulations on getting the call to work on TAS 3. See, and this is, I kind of saw it reported in a few. This is why I wait a few days for the facts to come out. I saw it reported that the Amazing Spider-Man 3 was in development, and I'm like, really? Because that's kind of a quick turnaround from people, you know, from Andrew Garfield receiving a positive response in Spider-Man No Way Home to they're already in development for a third Amazing Spider-Man. And he probably was, William Spencer was probably just trying to be nice. Congrats on getting the call to work on TASM3. He probably wasn't sure what that was, but was just thank you so much. He was trying to be humble to the fan. Didn't really know what he was talking about. Then they take this little thing right here and a bunch of different outlets run with it, get fans, and maybe this is a good thing. Maybe Sony will see that and say, hey, you know, let's contact Andrew Garfield, see if we can't work out a deal. But it just shows you, you know, in the day and age where everyone's screaming misinformation, I mean, take a couple minutes to research what you're reporting, because you know, I don't think that was worthy of announcing, you know, that from several outlets that the movie's actually in production.
I definitely agree. So I worked 3 years in TV news, and you have all these young kids who just see something, they just run with it, no matter how non-factual it is. So I agree 100%. I think that's all it was people jumping to conclusions. And yeah, maybe it's wishful thinking that led to it and not some sort of like, I'm not saying they were trying to make something happen, but they were just jumping onto a thing that they want to be real, because it happens all the time.
Yeah, and make no mistake, if they would have announced this, if they would have, hey, the Amazing Spider-Man 3 is in production a week before No Way Home came out, plenty of people would be complaining that they wanted a Tobey movie.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
are
for
they
sure.
doing another Andrew Garfield one? If they're doing Andrew Garfield, can't we get the fourth Tobey movie?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's a quick turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe they'll announce something in the next year about they're working with Andrew Garfield again. But I mean, it's been days.
Yeah, but like I said, when you have young people who don't actually do research, they just play on their phone. They say, oh, this is trending now, so they share along. They make it breaking news. Oh my God, it's the biggest of damn deals, even if it's in no way based in a factual reality.
Yep.
Yeah, so
they still got the clicks.
Yep.
And
you can't ever take that away.
Yeah, a year from now, people will still be reading them and taking what they say serious. So that's just the day and age we live in now.
Yep, I agree. And I agree that he was probably just being polite, not knowing what the person was talking about, to be gracious and say thanks.
Yeah, he was probably just like, okay, I'm not sure what that is, but obviously it's one of my projects, you know, thank you. And then they're like, oh my God, the Amazing Spider-Man 3 is confirmed. So
whatever I think has been confirmed. Yay!
Yes, exactly. However, on the same Instagram post, Spencer made it clear he was not attached to the Amazing Spider-Man 3. A user would ask, is the Amazing Spider-Man 3 confirmed? Please reply. Spencer responded, no, it's not. I don't know anything about it. Due to the widespread nature of the tweet sharing his initial Instagram comment, Spencer would share a new Instagram post making it crystal clear he was not confirming the development of The Amazing Spider-Man 3. He wrote, this is a misunderstanding. I thought this fan was talking the current movie and was abbreviating, and I didn't read carefully enough, and I apologize for that. I answered a lot of congratulations messages about the movie that just came out, and I was trying to write all the fans back to make sure they knew I appreciated their excitement over No Way Home, not over any new project, he explained. Finally, he reiterated, because you have to in this day and age, once again, I know nothing about any new Spider-Man movie with Andrew Garfield. I'm glad the fans are so excited, but please do not assume things that are not true, then put them on me, because then I get fucking calls from the Sony executives, and it's not good. This is my career. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of blown out of proportion, taken out of context hopes, I want to say, because it's literally just an Instagram comment saying, oh man, thanks. Congratulations on blah, 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 when a million other people are saying congratulations on this. One person writes congratulations on that. He replies, and it's, oh my God.
Yep.
So, just a cycle of fake news. I mean, it's just the perfect example.
Yep.
So,
good.
That's how it works.
Good on Bounding into Comics for the way they covered it, though. You know, they didn't exactly run with it and say, "Oh, you know, Amazing Spider-Man 3." No, they're like, it's debunked. You know, basically. Yeah, because that would be the movies in. Let's see. Well, you know, just crossed $1 billion, obviously. So they're going to be, you know, looking to cash in on that success. You know, they would be fools not to. Like it just made its last daily report for Wednesday this week was $20 million. It made another $20 million. So right now it's
I do that every day.
I would. Oh yeah, I'd love that. That would be freaking amazing. $1,115,256,855. It's been in release for 2 weeks now. Today.
And it's blowing everything out of the water. Any other, I was hoping so bad that this wouldn't be the #1 movie for a week, and The Matrix took it. And no, this blew The Matrix out of the water.
Yeah.
Did you like the new Matrix?
I haven't seen it, but the point of, you know, Sony is a smaller studio compared to Warner Brothers and Disney. So if they see something as surefire as making The Amazing Spider-Man 3, because it's going to make them money. Look at what's going on. They will make money off of that unless they botch it in marketing. Even if the movie isn't that great, which I hope it is, people are going to go see it. So Sony needs more of those surefire projects.
Yes, they do. And I honestly think right now, strike while the iron's hot. Okay? Develop something with Andrew Garfield, because he's redeemed himself from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which let's face it, that's not his fault. You know, the writing and the character arc for him at that point in his life wasn't right. Now he can play a good Peter Parker. You know, he can. He just proved that. And yeah, I would love to see him move forward over on the Sony side with like Morbius and Tom Hardy's Venom as Spider-Man. Use Craven over there with him, and let Tom Holland do whatever he's gonna do.
Isn't Kick-Ass Quicksilver the guy who's being tasked to play
Aaron
Craven,
Taylor
or was that
Johnson.
just a rumor?
No, that he was cast as Craven, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yes.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And furthermore, what they wanted to do was a Sinister Six film. So if you've got 3 heroes and you've got 6 villains, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would make, I guarantee you, if they did Amazing Spider-Man 3 and had Andrew with Electro again, or I mean, even you bring back Vulture, you've got Scorpion, you can introduce a Rhino, you've got Morbius, and then you've got Craven and Venom. I mean, that's a decent Sinister Six lineup right there. And I'm not saying Paul Giamatti's Rhino, actual Rhino. But and then Tom Holland can go do, and that Andrew Garfield, that's another, but Tom Holland, Vulture could somehow have ended up in there too with them, because Vulture is obviously Tom Holland's,
Well, I think it'd be fun if you just have it so that he accidentally gets pulled to the wrong universe, since they showed in the post-credit scene that Venom gets pulled back and he was never in the film. Yep. So if you just do a thing where they show Michael Keaton gets pulled to the wrong universe, I mean, that'd be fun as hell.
It would, and it would work. It would work. He's already in the Morbius trailer.
Yeah, exactly. And that can be your reasoning how he gets there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just, they probably, and I'm going to be honest, it probably is in pre-production. They're probably shopping writers right now, maybe having a few different teams work on a concept. They see what's going on. They see, in real time how this movie's doing, and maybe they're taking their holiday vacation. But yeah, I'm sure when everyone's back in the offices or working from home or whatever the fuck tomorrow's trend is, once all this is, they're going to be working on some kind of concept for an Amazing Spider-Man 3 and incorporating him into the Venomverse. Because that is it's missing it right now. Venom is great, but it's hard to, it's like doing Joker without Batman.
Mm-hmm.
They even had a little Bruce in Quentin Tarantino, or Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, Quentin Tarantino. I've been listening to too many foot fetish jokes lately. It's just hard to do, you can't. I'm sure they could get away with doing a whole Joker franchise without Batman, but it would always feel like it's missing something, because like he was saying in The Dark Knight, Joker and Batman are the same. They need each other.
That's why I just completely skipped Joaquin Phoenix's film, because if it's just a dude who puts on face paint and does chaos, it's like you could literally call it Mr. Smiley Time or anything other than the Joker. And to me, the Joker works because of Batman, and Batman works because of the Joker. To do the Joker without Batman, I had no interest.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the whole tying the Sony universes together, I wouldn't be surprised if what they do is Venom 3 would be the Welcome to the Venomverse, some kind of gimmick like that. That way you get more Andrew Garfield, you can bring in Morbius, and then post that film, you end with the introduction of Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy's Spider character. That way that she can then lead into Andrew Garfield getting a climactic third film. And then if it takes off, then you can either go Ghost Spider all the time, because they love doing the lady star in the man's role or previous man film. Or, maybe she's not a hit and he is, and, you just do the team up.
I don't remember who said it, but I did hear this recently from someone on YouTube, so I apologize, I can't give credit. They said if you paid attention to the post-credit scene in No Way Home, Okay, number one, Venom, even though they didn't know that rendition of Peter Parker and Spider-Man, through the hive mind, Venom knew that who Spider-Man was at the end of Let There Be Carnage.
Yes.
So fast forward to No Way Home, Tom Hardy says, okay, well then looks like I need to go to New York and find this Peter Parker. Find this Spider-Man, whichever he said, but then he got sent back to his universe. So that he's probably going to get back to his universe and think, okay, well, I need to go to New York and find Spider-Man.
Right, good point.
I don't even know if they need to do a multiverse, because to be honest, I'd kind of be glad if they didn't. Like, every once in a while is fine, but I just hope they don't start making everything multiverse, you know?
Right.
But he could just go to New York. And it's been years since we caught up with Andrew Garfield. Who knows what types of new heroes, new villains are running around.
Yeah, that's something big they could do to, you know, bring it into the current day with his story. And we talked about it Wednesday night, Tony. What else? Oh, goddamn bots. Another one. There, got him. What we really need is this right here, little Felicia Hardy. They've been talking about Black Cat, you know, and we talked about the Anna Taylor-Joy, the rumor about her being cast as Black Cat. Why not introduce that? If you're gonna stay with this iteration of MJ with Zendaya, which I didn't think she wanted to stay in this film series past this movie, but if you're gonna do that, why not introduce Black Cat then? You know what I mean? Like, because they rumored that whole Black Cat Silver Sable movie. Fuck, if that came out in the leaks, I believe it was. You know, because that was in production at one point, but you know, kind of got stuck in development hell. Bring her in and let her be Andrew's love interest, since he doesn't have an MJ. He had Gwen. Gwen's dead. You know, so I would be all right with that if they did it over there, because they seem hell bent on Zendaya being, you know, with Tom, which is fine. You know, she was much better in No Way Home than Homecoming, or because she really wasn't in Homecoming that much.
Because they kept giving her shit political lines and stuff in the first two movies.
That's all her character was like the fucking the had to be the political insert, you know. So yeah, that was drawn, but no, they could do that with this one and make it work with Andrew Garfield. I don't know, because do you guys really see them over on the Marvel side doing a Sinister Six over there?
Sorry about that. What was it?
No, do you? Because like I said, they should kind of do like the Black Cat and maybe do the Sinister Six over on the Sony side. Because do you really think that they're gonna keep Willem Dafoe and all of them over in Marvel and do a Sinister Six over there?
Oh, I think that the Sonyverse is where you're getting Sinister Six for sure. And pretty much any non Spider-Man specific character will be MCU. Like, you could have Spider-Man take on anybody that's from any book. Whereas Sony, I think that their deal is that they've got Kraven and Scorpion, and they pretty much have carte blanche to do whatever they want with the Spider-Man books, if you will. So I think that's the way it'll play out, is Sony's going to be diving deep into Spider-Man's past, creating a future with these characters, whereas MCU, Tom Holland will be playing it up with, I don't know, new T'Challa or whatever they want.
Dude, that whole that whole Black Panther thing, that's a whole other story. Let me see. Those idiots at Disney would cast Lizzo as Black Cat. And Tina, we reported on this Wednesday night in an article from Giant Freaking Robot that Anna Taylor-Joy had been rumored as the cast as Black Cat, and I just have to show this off for a second. This is the night I showed up on the stream first wearing the suit. I just got this back. I'm taking this to my mom, but wait, hang on. This is me and the kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
A portrait we got. Yeah, dude, that's just a candid shot my buddy Jared took because he's a photographer. I was like, yeah, we got some hella good ones. But yeah, I just had to show that off for a second because I did.
So who's that Taylor-Joy person thing? Anna Taylor-Joy?
Oh,
who's that?
She's been in a bunch of stuff. The only thing I've ever seen her in myself is New Mutants.
She was in Split, New Mutants, The Queen's Gambit.
Thank you.
I think she was on Icky Blinders or whatever that.
Oh, Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. I think she was on like the last season of that or something.
So everything is things I haven't seen. Gotcha.
She wasn't bad in New Mutants. Honestly, that's not a terrible movie. It's really not.
She has like a distinct beauty to her and a distinct look to her that Hollywood quickly fell in love with.
Yep. Let's see. Hang on. We'll this is her. All right. Pull this up. So this is Anna Taylor-Joy.
And this is Felicia Hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that. She looks like she could be stuck up.
Right?
Even though she looks best with dark hair, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see her as Felicia Hardy. Her eyes are, it kind of freaks me out. Like, okay, this picture of her really young, she has her eyes look too far apart. But like,
they still have a big dick.
But seriously, like she's kind of grown into it. I think. I don't know, but yeah, I think she could make a good Felicia Hardy. Oh God, Cody says she looks like she belongs in Whoville. Hail my sketchbook. He said no, it's really bad. He's talking about New Mutants. Okay. It would have been better if they would have gotten a sequel to it because everything they did set up for a sequel. She looks like Sid the Sloth from my.
Oh my goodness!
It's Sid the Sloth. Oh God! Look at my sketchbook's comment, Tony.
This one.
Or Jodie Comer look like poorly drawn cartoons. I was trying to be nice. I was trying. Lord, I was trying.
Like they can be in the live action She-Ra.
You look like a human being version of Cal Art style. That's the problem with you. It's like, wait, what? And we've all seen people like that too. Like you know what I mean? Like Evolution kind of was like, it'll be fine. They went critical drinker. Like, it'll be fine. You know, just fuck it. Throw caution to the wind and say the hell with it. That's what they did. Oh God, makes me consider how Sony.
Draven says we should look at the fan art
of Anna Taylor-Joy's Black Cat. Got it.
Yeah,
I always like doing that. I've seen some crazy good X-Men like fan art.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The chick they got is She-Hulk is horrible. Here's some of her. Is that from a video game? I don't know. That's a regular comic book drawing. Is this?
I don't think this is going well.
I don't know. Like she definitely ain't got that rack. I'll tell you that. And I'm not trying to sound like John Hamm in Mad Men, but Felicia Hardy was fucking stacked. Like, she was. Felicia Hardy was stacked. Is this supposed to be her? I don't know. This is right here.
Maybe she can hit up Vince and he can pay for to get her ready.
Yeah. Yeah, just go over to the Fed for like 6 months and
he'll Bella her up.
She's just more like the gothic type, and maybe it's because
Yeah.
I first saw her in Split, but she just seems like more of the darker. Like I could see her as like Wednesday or Morticia before I could see her as Black Cat.
yeah. Isn't she considered a woman of color?
I think they had to retract that. The people that, but yeah, they announced her like she's the first woman of color since like Halle Berry to win some award, and people were like, "Hey, like that's too far even for us." But she is like Argentinian or something. But
Yeah.
there can be white Latinos. I mean,
The lines are always moving.
There's white Latinos. Look at George Zimmerman. Is that a bad example? Should I not use that one?
better than what is it? What? Oh yeah. Black Latinos like Fat Joe.
Right.
I kept thinking Big Pun. I'm like, no, he's dead.
No, it's Fat Joe. Kyle Rittenhouse is a white Latino.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
So Anna Taylor-Joy is Black Cat. You know, that's the thing is like, I don't know, but I really, at this point, I don't know who else could play her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have anybody else in mind that really fits into that, you know, that would be young enough to play that as my dog barks like a psychopath.
There's plenty of talent out there.
I have a crazy idea. What's you ever watch iZombie?
I've seen like
the lead chick,
one episode.
The lead chick's gimmick, her name was Liv Moore. She was a blonde, and I feel like she kind of.
You know, I wouldn't mind Beth from Yellowstone as Black Cat. Just give her write her as the same fucking character and everything, and just throw her in there.
She's great. She's great. Let's see. Yeah, dude. She's a fucking savage in that show.
Yeah.
So here's who Oz is talking about right here. Let's see. Tony, am I still coming through clear?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. I haven't roboted. This is her right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw the first episode of iZombie. Like Reese and I sat down and watched it.
I saw an ad for it and I snapped a picture of it on TV and I made a meme out of it about being a horrible idea for a show, a zombie corner. It's like you're going to be eating at work all the time.
That's all she does.
That's what I figured. It's like Rose McIver, isn't it? I don't know who Rose McIver is.
She's an old Power Ranger.
Oh, okay. All right. Dude, see, I was just going to say, I've watched a lot of the newer Power Rangers show, and I think it's I
think she's RPM.
Okay, I don't know. I don't remember that one. I know I've seen it, but the last one my kid was watching, I can't remember which one it was, but the one Power Rangers dad's like a mayor. He's bald-headed black dude. And I can't remember but the one girl in that, the blonde girl, she because she seems to have the acumen for the action side of it. You know, Power Rangers dialogue is wonky as fuck anyway. But I could see her as playing a Felicia Hardy. Yes, sir?
I heard you.
I know. Hey, can you do me a favor and give this to Mommy? Be careful with it. It's a picture of you and I. Don't drop it. It's for Grandma. Don't drop. And okay.
Do you know who Sierra McCormick is?
I do not. How does she spell her name? Is it
S-I-E-R-R-A, and then McCormick. And then most of these, I'm looking up like up and coming blonde actresses. She's got like red and brown hair in a lot of the pictures, but there's a few of them where she has blonde hair.
American Horror Story. Yep. She was in American Horror Stories, not the main show. Yes.
What do you think about her?
She's not terrible looking. I think with her hair,
I'm looking at the rack. Like, it's more of a rack than Anna Taylor-Joy has, but yeah.
I mean, this is it came to AHS. Let's see here. So all right. Yeah, she's built honestly, and she's not a bad actress either. Like she was good in American Horror Stories, but yeah, I could see that. I have to see how she could do the action role and stuff like that. But she's built like the character. I mean, if that's kind of what we're going for. What do Oz is thinking?
Well, the action, the range, the young and built. That's partially why I picked the Liv More chick. I mean, I don't remember Rose, whatever the hell. And it's just so hard to not find, but like know, what actors' ages are, and how they fit within, the right time frame. But yeah, I think that she would be fine. I mean,
my thing with superheroes is this, all right? And I didn't mean to cut you off, Oz, but
you're good. You're good.
Everyone's like, "Oh my God, we should get Tom Cruise to play," and this and that. It's like I know who Ben Affleck is.
Right.
I've seen him for years, so it's jarring when he takes on the Batman role. I had no idea who Hugh Jackman was when he became Wolverine. I had no idea who Henry Cavill was when he took Superman, and that's what I like. It feels like it's better to take someone who's maybe not as well known and put him in that role.
The thing I liked about Ben Affleck is his age. Now, I get that everybody knew who he was, but the thing I enjoyed about him is his age, because everything I wanted from the Ben Affleck Batman, I didn't get, but it was the concept of, well, if Batman's 50, then Dick can be 30. If Dick is 30, then Tim can be, 20-something.
I was looking at Ben Affleck, though, not Bruce. Just in my opinion. Like, I'm not the biggest comic book guy, but I didn't know who Christian Bale was before the Dark Knight trilogy. So it's like I didn't like him, like, at all at first, but he still was like, he fit into Bruce Wayne for me better than Ben Affleck did, just because I know who Affleck is,
Well, how do you get somebody of a prominent age and then without notoriety is the big question I would then ask. Because, I mean, other than casting young, keeping them forever, and then getting them to age to 50, but, I mean, that seems so outside the realm of possibilities that I just don't understand how you could even do that.
I mean, well, there are people, there are people who become actors a little bit older all the time, but it's just like, I don't think notoriety means as much anymore. Like, people care more about the brand and the idea than they do about.
Yeah. I don't mean to get off the topic of Ben Affleck and Bruce Wayne, but hell yes, this wonderful free agent.
There's your Felicia Hardy right there, Tony fucking Storm. Book it. You want athleticism in a role, somebody that could do their own stunts? She's a professional wrestler. She's a stunt woman.
There you go. I'm just saying, like, Captain Marvel. They could have put Blair White as Captain Marvel and stuck it in between Infinity War and Endgame, and it was going to make $1 billion.
Blair White. At least she has a personality. He has. I'm going to be consistent. He has a personality. Hail Pale Rider. My sketchbook. I think. Draven said there's somebody else. Christy Ann. Okay, I'll check her out. She was one of the Power Rangers on Ninja Steel. That might be the one that me and my kid were watching.
Back to the Ben Affleck thing. I'm not saying there isn't a 50-year-old male actor who can't be cast. Maybe there is, and I just don't know who they are. But the thing that gave me hope about the Ben Affleck casting was all of the you have young Ben Affleck images that you can create and from existing media. You can use some of his old images to create the backstory of him and young Dick Grayson, him and Bruce, not Bruce, Alfred, things of that nature. That's why I had hope for his casting. And then, like I said, I got literally none of it. It was all for nothing. And it just seems like that if you can't do Batman's origin story, then you don't want to do Batman. And it's just like there's so much depth to that universe, the Batman universe, that they've never touched on in films.
Yeah. What do you think of Robert now, keep in mind, I haven't watched the latest trailer. I need to, but I haven't yet. But what do you think of Robert Pattinson?
I have no feelings toward him as an actor. I have nothing. I'm not saying, when I say that, I mean, I don't have ill feelings toward him as an actor, because a lot of people are like, oh, Twilight, this, that, or the other. But I'm not enthused about a young Bruce Wayne. I'm not enthused about a origin story of Batman. I'm certainly not enthused about a turning the Riddler into the Zodiac Killer. Not when you have so many other actual characters that can fit within that oh my goodness. Fit within that criteria.
That's who Draven suggested.
It's just when you were mentioning, like, you didn't get to see a lot of what you would have liked to from a middle-aged Batman. That's kind of my issue. And this isn't Ben Affleck's fault, but it feels like his Batman is the personification of tell, don't show. It shows Robin's gear all messed up. It's like, I wanted to see that. I wanted to see them kill Robin.
Well, and the big problem is it's the wrong dead Robin. I hate that Zack Snyder came out and said, oh yeah, that's Dick Grayson. Well, you killed the wrong Robin. If you don't kill the correct Robin, then you don't get the correct Batman.
Still, though, it kind of felt like they were telling us all these things about Batman and not showing us. I mean, the most interesting part of Suicide Squad was the part with Batman and the Joker and Harley Quinn. And I'm like, this is what I want to see. Like, why can't we get this?
Yes, it's because those are the things that make those characters valuable. And who's that? Oh, is that the same chick?
That's Christy Ann. That's the Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. That right there that's Black Cat right there.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah. And Power Rangers is a great example of casting young, working up, and having the fight scenes. So it's not as good as the Toni Storm casting, because I know for a fact that she can cut the promo. She's got the athleticism. I don't know what this chick's got because I haven't watched that season. But Power Rangers is just one of those things where it's like they get them young, they train them up, and then they move them out. So I think that's a smart way to. Yes, I think that's a smart way to go about it.
Yeah. Man, those bots are all over this morning, like in a row.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they've been bouncing in left and right. I kind of been nuking them on my phone. Who said it? That is the anti-Brie. Yeah. That Christy Ann. I've seen those episodes of Power Rangers too, because me and Trey watched those, and I remember that wasn't the girl I was thinking of, but I forgot about her. I was like, yeah, she's 28. She's like right in that range that could match up well with either Garfield or Tom Holland.
Yeah. That's his realistic age, isn't it? Something in the late 20s.
Yeah, Holland is 25. He's about 25. Yeah, so
not far off at all. And as in a completely 180 from what I said earlier, I almost think that she might be a smart introduction to the Holland universe, especially if they take him to college and he's broke or she's rich. And, since they wrote up, but then again, if knowing the MCU, she'll probably be Pakistani or something in that one. She'll be like the Saudi's daughter. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. So it probably would be better to keep her with Sony instead of MCU.
who's on panel looks like a young Oliver Platt. This is
Thank you.
Oz. He is the author of Everlasting Survivors. Oz,
Limited
you go ahead,
quantities
plug the
available.
book.
Yes, I am the author of Everlasting Survivors. Limited quantities available at Etsy.com. Returning to Indiegogo with a stronger second push. I started a YouTube channel almost exclusively just to push the book. I talk about wrestling and pop culture. The channel is called Mr. Super Oz. I put out videos every Sunday. Sometimes I throw up videos on other days, depending on what's on my mind. But you can guarantee that there will be a video on Sunday because, I mean, that's just what I do. And so, yeah, I'm not anti-Oliver Platt. I am Jimmy the King, if you will. If whoever gets that reference.
Yes.
But yeah, Everlasting Survivors. It's a 68-page graphic novel. One of the characters is a wrestler. One's an action star, and one's a nurse. She hides her identity so she can help people both in her everyday life and in her superhero identity.
Well, thank you, man, and yeah, we're happy to help promote the book. And
anybody who knows Jeff Hicks,
yeah,
he did the majority of the art. So if you're a fan, actually the Indiegogo link is old. It's off there, but it's fine. Anybody who follows Mr. Super Oz, the channel, every description has a link to the Etsy. So thanks a lot for that, Tony.
Yeah, definitely.
But as I was saying, anybody who knows Jeff Hicks from WCBS, he did 53 of the 68 pages. So he did the majority of the art, and he did the new cover. Oh yeah, Baymax is behind me. Anyway, yes. So World Class Bullshitters, Jeff Hicks did. I need to stop reading the comments.
It's all good, man.
Anyway, yeah, Jeff Hicks from the World Class Bullshitters did 58 of the 68 pages of the book. He did a new cover for the relaunch. So yes, it's a great read. You both have copies, so I appreciate the person who asked about me. Yes, exactly. Beautiful.
Right
Love
there.
Jeff.
Right there.
Such great work.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, it is. It's a great read. Like I said, I read that to my kid. He loved the story. He was, because I read him books all the time, and yeah, he was invested. He dug it. So, it was that's a testament right there, man. It reaches, and like I said, I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's a good, well written story. The characters bring you in, and it gives you that like I want more of this now.
That's my usual feedback is, hey, when can I get more? And the fact is, the reason for the channel is to get people to know that it exists. The more people know it exists, the more opportunity there is for people to buy it. The more people buy it, the more books there will be. So I know that when people follow my channel, they're going to be like, man, this person shills every episode. But it's like, I apologize if you've watched all 10 episodes or all 10 videos and you're like, man, every time you're like, hey, buy this thing. But it's the only way that they'll be able to be more.
No, that's not shilling. That's just marketing. You worked hard for something, and and multiple people help because they believe in the project like you do, man. So don't ever
I appreciate that.
Push that shit,
That's it. Yeah, man. You never feel bad about about anything like that, like shameless acts of self-promotion for something you put time and effort into. It's like me with my Teespring store. Want to support the channel and wear some of our merchandise? Feel free to stop over to Teespring and browse ETEP's Place to Be reviews or Monday Night Going In Raw to guide you to either of our stores, where we have merchandise for men, women, children. We have long sleeve tees, regular classic t-shirts, hoodies, zip-ups, mugs, tote bags, hats. Get that exclusive Going In Raw, no protection needed merchandise over there. And if you don't want to buy any merchandise, that's cool too. We love you. Enjoy the videos.
Love it.
So there we go. But yeah, you got to promote the stuff you create. You know, that's not show. That's that's being good business. I'm about to order Draven. I'm ordering a couple of the hoodies. I'm gonna get the wife and myself hoodies, and I'm getting her a pair of the leggings, and Trey's getting a hoodie too, or a t-shirt. But I'm actually because she said she'd model them on camera for us, I'm gonna send Saggy Melons a pair of my leggings too. So she'll and I just talked to her this morning, so she'll be coming on when I send her those, and yeah, she'll model them for us. So get to because my wife's not coming. She's like, I'm not fucking coming on camera. She's like, I was like, I know. So
After the stream is over, I got to talk to you about that because I need hats and I need T-shirts and I need all the merchandise.
Yeah, absolutely.
When are we going to get the place to be reviews do-rags?
I'm gonna. I was thinking about that because there's a few like smaller things I want to do that, and I'll look at Teespring and see if they offer them or if I can find them. Because like I said, if I find someplace else that's more cost effective, I have no problem closing down Teespring and just moving them. Because I haven't sold a lot of it. And that's fine. I don't care. I'm not trying to get rich off T-shirts and stuff. I'm like, if somebody wants one, they're there. Big shout out to the Wake Down who put all my logos in 4K and did the cleanups on those. But yeah, they're there if that'd be like the old Joe Willie Namath Beauty Miss Pantyhose ads. If they can make your legs look good, or my legs look good, imagine what they could do for yours.
You know what would look good, bro, with your logo and everything? Now it'd take a little more than Teespring, I think, but like, okay, we still have to wear masks indoors where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know, I wear bandanas, but I've always been a fan of bandanas anyway.
Yeah.
Black bandana and have like your little place to be reviewed logos, like the hexagon or octagon or whatever.
Yep.
You know, have those instead of like the design that would be on a bandana. Like that would look good. Maybe like a red outline square going.
Yeah.
I could actually make something up in Photoshop and show it to you, but a badass little bandana, dude. That would.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, we don't have to wear them. We don't have to wear the masks here at all, which is surprising because I live in a very blue state, but I live in a very red area of that blue state. So, but no, like
my governor wants to fuck your governor.
You know, if my governor didn't have dead, soulless eyes, I'd probably plow the shit out of her, to be honest, if she wasn't an insane fucking communist. But no, seriously, that's a good idea, because I wear a bandana in the summer when I kayak, because I mean, I got to have something on top of this, you know, most of the time, and wearing like a ball cap. I've got like a ghillie hat I wear, but I prefer bandanas, honestly, because I was Hogan. I used to wear one in the ring, brother. But no, yeah, that is, if you mock something up, send it to me, Tony, because I want to look into getting something like that done. That'd be a good idea. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The Return of Hollywood.
Is that a Hogan?
Yeah, it's Hollywood.
Did he freeze, or is it just me?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
nobody's frozen in my world.
Just you.
Okay.
He didn't freeze for me.
Okay, because I can't.
Yeah,
it's me.
Hogan.
It's
just be yourself. Dress in black and just be your glorious self.
Oh God! Look at
that's his second appearance.
Just model the women's merch, dressed like Vera from In Living Color. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't subject anyone else to that. That's horrifying. That would be fucking terrifying. And on that note, with the thought of me dressed as Vera DeMilo in your head, I think this is where we'll end it, because I have to get ready to go to my my parents' house. So I'll toss it over to our guest Oz first, and let him give his sign off.
Thanks again for having me. Like I said, anybody wants to follow the channel, it's called Mr. Super Oz. I release videos on Sunday. This Sunday, it'll be a review of WWE's Day 1. Last week, me and a friend reviewed Hawkeye. We thought, it's all right. It wasn't the greatest thing since ever, but it wasn't the worst. Oh, I shouldn't have spoiled that, but whatever. We're not extremely negative, but we're not. It's not a love fest either. I try to keep things as non-time sensitive as possible because if, like you, the viewer, start subscribing today, I want you to be able to enjoy all the content. Last week and this week is just a test to see if people want current content because I have very few viewers, and so I just wanted to see if it would help. It really didn't change a thing, so I'll probably stick with this Sunday is day one WWE review. But going forward, it'll probably remain very much of a evergreen content, so that no matter when you tune in, the conversation or the thought process will be important regardless of when you view. As was stated recently, Everlasting Survivors Volume 1 All Day Long is available right now. There are 20, maybe 25 of these remaining, 20 or less of this cover. But if you go to Etsy.com, you can pick up your copy. And in 2022, after the conclusion of Jeff Hicks's Woke Busters, Everlasting Survivors will return to Indiegogo, given a second chance to find a new audience and grow bigger than before. Thanks again for having me. Always a good time. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome. And my sketchbook just subscribed to the channel, to Mr. Super Oz. So absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on, Oz. I appreciate it, brother. Let me toss it over right now to Mr. Tony ToneDef.
Yeah, come check out the Clown World Review. What's the new catchphrase? The Clown World Review. It's like a dick in your mouth. So no, come check us out. And Oz, we need to get you on one week. Every Tuesday we review the Monday Night War. We go week for week, and we're just headstrong headed into WrestleMania. I believe we're going to be
which WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 12.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 12. We're
All
at
right.
March 1996. The Iron Man match is coming up. It just looms overhead with Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. And I believe this week is going to be the go-home shows, everybody. And then the week after that, we're going to cover the results of WrestleMania 12, plus the following 2 weeks of wrestling. And WCW Uncensored is going to be this upcoming week as well. I know it's 1 week is uncensored, like one of the last weeks in March is uncensored, then the very next week, I think it's April 1st, is WrestleMania 12.
Tony, is it the uncensored with the Doomsday Cage match?
Yes, with the with Arn Anderson in one, Kevin Sullivan in one, and then Ric Flair, I believe. I know Ric Flair right now, he's the 13-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. So things are happening. It's getting real exciting. Like, we've seen Mark Henry, Mankind, Stone Cold Steve Austin, a lot of talent, debuting this year. Not to mention a few weeks ago, the main event for Raw was The Undertaker versus Isaac Yankem DDS, who Isaac Yankem is Kane, just before Kane. So literally you had The Undertaker versus Kane main event, a throwaway episode of Raw, like 15 months before Undertaker versus Kane at WrestleMania 14, which is one of the most anticipated matches in WWF history. So it's just really interesting to go back and watch all that again, because obviously the first time going through, you had no idea that match was going to be so huge. And here it is on just some episode of Raw from early 96, it's really interesting. So
it's also mind-blowing to think about how many talents during this wartime used to be on the other side and were nobody. So Stone Cold was Stunning Steve and treated like trash over in WCW. Mankind was Cactus Jack and not allowed to get past a certain level. I would love to be on, and I appreciate you mentioning it because, like you said, the Isaac Yankem Undertaker concept of how it's nothing, but then 15 months later, it's one of the biggest things on the entire show. I appreciate it, and I would love to be on. Just let me know when there's an opening for me, because I will talk wrestling all day long.
Definitely, we'll get together on that and have you on here soon. So, and it's always a blast. I mean, time goes by so quick when we're talking wrestling. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We blink and we're at 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Just happy New Year, everyone. Thank you, ETEP, for letting me be a part of this. And I guess officially this is the last live stream, because when we go live Monday, I'll be on 2 years here on Going in Raw, the place to be reviews. And I mean, talk about time going by quick. That went by quick.
Yeah. God, when you first came on, I mean, I think we were right around, it was the beginning of 2020, and we were only just over we weren't even at 200 subscribers yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, let me look back. I'll look on Instagram, because I'll be able to tell you within like a minute.
I think it was like 130, but I might be wrong.
It was around there. Let's see. Yeah, because I mean, we really started. Let's see. This is from January 3rd of 2020. 134 subscribers, and we're at 870 right now. You know, has it been a crawl to get where we're at? At times, yeah. But you know what? It's always been worth it. It's always been fun, because we've had wonderful people on. We've had wonderful fucking guests. Tony's been my co-host for two years. I'll have been on YouTube 3 years in March of 2022. It'll be 3 years, and Tony's been with me for 2 of those years. And over the course of the first year, I had 2 separate co-hosts. You know, and he's been here for 2 years, so that's a testament to his ability to put up with my fucking bullshit for 2 years. So thank you, brother. I love you, man.
It's just people working together to make things better, and that's what I appreciate about you and Jeff and the whole everybody who's welcomed me in. Because, you know, before I was on my first, or before I ever put out my first video, I was on Jeff's podcast. Before I ever had a YouTube channel, I was on your show. And so, I just think that this crew of people care about help others up.
Yes.
You know, we all can win, you know.
I'll move this out of the way. I got my shit. That's not what I do. I got my damn Fandom Collective shirt on. Something I've been a part of for almost 2 years. This group of people right here, which I'm part of, it flipped out. Rookie Critic, Fallon, New Comic Book Normie, Fan Scene. Behind the scenes, you got Penny. We work to promote other creators. That's our goal. That's our job. That's what we do. And if you see, like, I tweet, but not very frequently. What do I do mostly? I retweet other people's stuff, because it's like, I want everybody else around me to get lifted up. And I didn't say hi to Makini. Makini was here earlier. Hail, Maki, one of my fellow rogues. Because Oz, absolutely, man. Because Jeff had hit me up. He's like, hey, he introduced us.
Exactly.
And he's like, would you mind having him on your Friday? Because you came on, I think it was the Friday night show.
Yeah.
With us.
I don't remember the day, but all I know is that he said to me, he was like, this guy's a wrestler. You wrestled. He's like, you guys are going to get along. Because he knew that me and him could do the show together, because we've known each other for years. And since the day we met, we were friends. But I was apprehensive about being on somebody I'd never met show before, because I didn't know if there'd be that connection, that click, if you will. But since the day we met, I feel like it's the same idea as what existed between me and Jeff exists here in this crew too. And I appreciate it so much.
Oh, dude, you're absolutely welcome. And it's like I said, man, it's I catch myself sometimes, because I say, you know, I'm like, it's not my channel, you know. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's like me, Tony, and Vinny and Red, you know, on Monday nights. It's
time to get off.
That's what she said.
No, it's time to get off your stream.
Okay, buddy, thank you.
No, it's seriously time.
Oh. I'm
He's
signing
like, I
off
ain't
now, bud.
playing.
Oh, can I see back?
No, okay. All right, come on in. While you're just barging in like a bull moose. Hang on, buddy. Well, you can't do that.
It goes from time to get off to, well, can I join?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay, here.
Well, who's this?
It's me, Tony, and Oz still. I was saying goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later, buddy.
Acknowledge the chat. But Oz, man, thank you for coming on, brother. Thank you for, being all right with coming on with, the show
Daddy?
with Tony. What?
Oh, you can finish right.
Okay, thank you. But no, man, I appreciate it. And Tony, 2 years, brother. And here's to the next two.
Here's me.
Yeah, here's you, and me and you are gonna launch a channel next year, and that'll probably pass up wherever I'm at with this one.
Yep. And Daddy,
Yes.
I will get you over 1,000 likes and taking your hat.
As long as the green screen isn't showing a hole in my head, we're fine. Stop touching your earpiece. But no, thank you.
But hey, Daddy, when we were talking to that girl, what'd she say back?
Who?
The girl that we talked to.
Oh, the one about the graphics? I haven't messaged her. Thank you for bringing that up right now, though.
No.
Oh, on here?
Yeah.
Which one, Sherry or Tina?
I think it was one of those two.
Okay.
Check
Well,
them.
here's to the place to be being the next Friday Night Tights. Dude, you guys make this happen, man. You guys in the chat, guys and gals in the chat, make this happen. So, My Sketchbook 340, Blue Teddy Narrations, Chris Fisk, who else? We had Glinzer, Clone Geek, I said Blue Teddy Narrations, Angelus Draven.
Hi, everyone new on the chat.
Pursuing Paranormal. I'm just gonna keep scrolling up. What about Pale Rider is here? All the Russian bots that were here as well. Jesus, there was a lot of them. Parrothead, purveyor of memes.
Hey, Tony.
Red Gaze.
Red Gaze was here earlier.
Hey, Tony, guess what?
Darius Munchausen.
Darius Munchausen, another monster.
Tony!
Yes.
Yes, Trey?
I need to tell Tony something.
Go ahead.
Go.
Okay, no.
I just whacked that in the head.
He could see you. We're on camera, slap nuts. No choking me. No, we're not choking.
I'm not.
It's always best when you can't see what's going on.
I was trying to wring his neck like Bart Simpson. Tina Bojan.
Sorry.
Small Time Republic. Yes, thank you. Let's see. I'm up there.
Another monster.
I'm the monster here.
You are a monster.
And I'm a little E-Tup daddy.
You are, aren't you?
I'm E-Tup. Hey,
You're mini me-tup. Phantasmagorical. Phantasmagorical was here earlier. Vassy Reviews, Dabian Donaldson, Marby Dog was here. I think I said Glinzer, but I want to make sure. JM 2021.
Hey, Red Gaze.
A lot of cool people.
Yeah, Machiny Draws, Gap Stargate. I'll go all the way back to the beginning, man. I don't care. Keely Chow, the Phantom Menace, Ultron.
Oh, we were talking with Keely Chow.
Yep.
I want to see what
Reviews.
she said back.
Keely's a guy, bud. Chris Underwood. What? Keely's a guy. Oh. Chris Underwood. Let's see, we're almost back to the very.
Are we talking about Blair White again?
Yes.
In his defense, I used to have a manager at when I worked at Domino's Pizza, and her name was Keely.
Yeah, I knew a Keely in the Army also.
That was Webster. Hey, we want Trey with the mask on again. That's money.
Put the mask on.
Yay!
Yay. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on a second. Hey, joining me. Wait, you know what? There's only one. Go ahead and put the mask on, Trey. There's only one proper way to sign off. Since my kid's wearing a Don Cheadle mask and we're signing off.
Wait, Dad, I need that on the finish.
No, this is mine. You get that, I get this. Are you ready?
Wait, Daddy. I'm not ready yet. Let me see how funny I look with.
Here we go. All right, so we figured this is the only way to properly do this for the years. So I'm Tepukuian of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. It has been an amazing year for us all here at the channel. From Don Cheadle to Raiden to Tony ToneDef and Oz. This chat, thank you all for being here, guys, gals. We love you. We'll see you next year. Monday night, Going in Raw, episode 184 this Monday night. Tune in and join us.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Throwing the horns up. All right. Do the too sweet.
Sweet.
There it is. So remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.